I love how this all started as his idea, but without a PlayStation.
Do we know how many viewers we've got? Will it come up, or will it just...
Can you hear me, guys?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, it just came up, cannot operate with voice.
Oh, Mark can hear you.
Oh no, that's, you can do like Alexa things on the PlayStation.
Ah.
No.
Sometimes listens to you, I think. Right then. It's 12:30.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Day.
Hello. Welcome to this game 3 of the Warwickshire Cricket League. Being played in Lahore, moved from Attic due to safety concerns.
COVID-19, that safer in Pakistan apparently.
Good afternoon,
solid umpiring
everyone,
there, putting the
and
bails
welcome
on. I
to
think
our
that was
coverage
the
for
old
this
what's
one-day match between Bandi Amir Bandits and Islamabad City. I'm Michael Slater, and with me for this match
Bablake
is James
unchanged from
Taylor.
last week.
Thanks, Lax.
Solid
Good
performance.
to be here for
Winning
this
draw
match.
against...
There was an injury scare
Absolute
yesterday.
certainly need your sunnies.
The skipper was
Expect
taken
to
to
see plenty of
hospital
runs scored
with
on this pitch.
Oh.
severe, very, very bad sunburn and heat stroke.
Let's hope
He
this
has been
match
cleared fit to
is
play.
as close as it is on paper. Going down to the middle now.
Oh, Christ.
Captains are there for the toss.
Get that sun cream on, Tom. Very warm. 35 in Lahore today.
Well, that tells you a lot about Tom's condition, doesn't it, really?
Very brave of him to come out and play, I think. But as we know with Tom, nothing stops him.
Apparently, he's had an injection. So, and Jeff Shreve's
What's
cleared him.
off?
Pigment by the looks of things.
So Bablake going to have a bowl first. There they come. And no helmet elected. He knows that Bablake have no fast bowlers in the locker.
That's a good decision. He's gone for the Ari look, hasn't he, there?
He has. He's obviously idolised the great Aussie.
Yeah, I've got to say, Ari probably does pull it off better.
Well, not sure about the green gloves. They're very, very green.
They are very bright.
Oh, what's her name? Is signalling the first power play.
And we're just about
It's a
to
very
get
solid looking arm guard he's got there.
Very good.
Looks like he could
Rory
do some
comes in,
damage
nice
to the
first
ball.
delivery.
Waiting.
Yeah, nice line and length to start with from Rory. There's Big Az at mid-off in his customary position.
Waiting.
A little bit of movement for Rory here.
Yep.
Oh, excellent from Rory. Good stop there. And the zinger bails and stumps getting in early use.
Wait.
Little clap to himself. I like that. Get yourself
That's
up for
what
it,
the crowd
Rory.
have come to see. Nicely played.
Strayed a little. Ahmed Kamal Khan, 59 in his first game.
He's doing alright. I'm not sure who they played in their first game, actually.
We've lost Rosa briefly. He's having some technical problems.
Yep.
Thomas Yardley comes in.
Looks like he's trimmed down a bit,
He's off
actually.
the mark.
Yeah, he has. He's had a solid winter from what I hear.
Running with Ivory, I reckon.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nice shot there, well round Gary Alley, pulling out a slide.
Yeah. Very athletic. Recovered from his late season back injury from last year.
That was a big concern, but he's back stronger.
Wait there. Yep.
Nice shot. It's well down again, the big man. Very busy in these opening overs.
Very nice slide there as well.
Ah, welcome
Haven't seen
back,
that
Rosa.
much from in the past. Hello. All the technical issues have been overcome.
Excellent.
The batsman didn't know
We've
where
not
that
missed
was
too
going.
much. We've had a couple of slides from Azhar Ali. Other than that, not much to report.
Has the ball been moving about a lot? Or?
A little bit of swing for Rory.
Yeah, a little bit, not too much.
Superb
Yardley's
shot.
obviously straight up and down.
That's clear.
Very hot in the hall, so I'm not expecting too much.
I felt there's going to be a lot in it for the spinners. The Dusra might be an option.
Certainly
today.
later on.
Wait there.
Has been very keen to get down on the floor today.
Yeah, he has. He's probably going to suffer with that, especially with Ramadan at the moment. It's a long day for Az in the 35
He
degree
is the
heat.
Ramadan specialist though. He's got a very good history of scoring runs during this time of the
He
year.
has. He excels in the difficult conditions.
Yeah.
I feel like there's got to be some sportsmanship issues with those gloves as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very.
Got to be
They're
put
very
off as the
bright.
bowler.
1 run taken.
The match stumps though.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's obviously our Top's home game, so it's their colours and green all round.
It is indeed.
Here, bowler.
Good dots. Good dots.
It is very, very boring bowling here.
No, that's good. That's what we want. Early doors. We don't want them to get away during the first power play.
Well, this batsman's got a bit of the Tom Cowleys as well.
Oh, we've got a bit of running to do here. He's going to cut it off. Good work out there.
2 runs added.
A very good piece of teamwork. No, it's just Ari fielding that. I know about 10 seconds behind here, but never mind. Slick commentary work here.
Yeah, no,
3
absolutely.
added in that
Cutting
over.
edge.
Alright, Jeff.
Another over gone. Good start, I think, for Bablake. I think we'd have took that.
I'm quite impressed with the fielding early on. Bit of slidage from Gary and a
Yeah.
nice little feedback on the boundary as well.
Early
Not sure
season
the
energy,
Rory will
that'll
be
wear
that
off as
cluster.
the season goes on.
Yeah.
I think more balls need to be hitting the stumps from the Bablake Old Blue bowlers here.
Good G in the team up there from Ari.
Yeah, he is
Catch it.
known as the engine room of the side.
Got that
Yeah,
away
I think-
nicely.
Well,
4 runs.
I've
Yeah,
never
that's
heard
really
him
bothered.
described as the engine room of the side.
Yeah, I think that batsman's got a bit frustrated there. Had to have a bit of a swing at it.
Yeah, no, that's
Rory
good.
doesn't
That's
look
good.
very happy,
Obviously,
though.
Rory's obviously got some good early pressure going here with Thomas Yardley.
Well, he had some good early pressure.
Yes. Well, thankfully he's going over the wicket. He's had a period where he was going right arm round, very Sean Hepburn-esque. But
And he was getting Sean Hepburn-esque results as well, I think.
Well, exactly. So he's clearly had a word with somebody that's told him to sort that out.
Well, perhaps we need to give the bowler some credit, and he's worked it out himself.
Oh, maybe.
You can't blame him experimenting in games that don't really matter, like when you're playing the second team, but
True.
good to see him reverting to what he does best here.
Is that you by any chance, Josh?
What was that?
Is that you fielding by any chance?
Well, it was point. It could have been.
Misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
I'm a bit too far away up here in the comms box.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Long way down there.
Oof.
There's certain players that you can pick up.
As for example.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
ass.
finishes off
Oh, Rosie, you're at square leg.
Wide.
I know you're at square leg, Rosie.
Yes, a specialist position for me.
Yeah, I suspect it is Josh at point. TC's obviously at slip. I can see his red arms.
Yeah, that burn has really got to him, hasn't it?
The Asian sun has not been kind.
Factor 50 just clearly wasn't enough.
Big lofted shot over the offside. Like you say, I think the batters are getting frustrated now.
Yeah, I was about
Looking
to say
take
Roy's
every
tying
opportunity.
him down quite well up until then.
A bit faster than he actually bowls, though, 70 miles an hour.
I think you can only dream of bowling those speeds.
Very high on the bat as well.
He's putting the effort in for YouTube.
Knows the cameras are on this game. Knows that Bob's foot are watching.
Interesting shot off the top of middle stump down towards backward square.
Yeah,
Oh, good relaying from
I'm
Ari.
too unhappy with that, I don't think.
Yep, catch!
There's this very small man there walk through ours as well.
I wonder who that is down at
again.
Beach Square.
It might be
Oh,
Yardley.
we've got a run out opportunity and it's going upstairs.
I think he
I
made
think
it.
he's home, yeah. Always worth a look, he might not have ground his back.
Green gloves.
I mean, I would give him out for the gloves, but that's just me.
I think
the
he's
umpire's
back,
spoken.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's
not
not out
sure.
quite rightly. Probably zing on the stumps there.
Will they review it?
Probably
That's
be
the question.
introduced to the actual
I think-
actually.
I don't think Clark can be too pleased with that work there. He's going to have to
No.
work on that.
Wait.
Better lines from Rory.
Must be said as well, the crowd for this Wiltshire League game in Lahore is quite impressive.
I mean, the fans have travelled in numbers, haven't they? It's extraordinary.
I think there must be a lot of local
seven viewers
interest
are
as
up
well.
to.
Not too bad from either side.
Hello to
there.
everybody out there at home watching.
7, we're on 2.
7. Why aren't you in Lahore, lads?
7 viewers, yeah.
Get out there.
No, Ema, they might just be watching to get the commentary as they're live in the ground.
Right off the meter.
Oh, it's
the
the old
earpieces.
earpieces.
Yeah, they might just want phenomenal insight into this game.
Oh, the trademarks come out there.
That is, it's a fantastic shot. A bit of a straying line from Yardley.
Yeah, Yardley can't be pleased with that line in a one-dayer.
I think the skip's got to be considering his options
Or
now.
in any day.
Considering we have a team of 8 or 9 bowlers.
Keeper might be close to being called here.
Great fielding there, on target.
And great work in the deep. I think we're going upstairs again.
Very questionable running here from the Ascot batsman. I think I could give that out from up here.
Yeah,
The
Fantastic
umpire has
work in the
given it,
deep.
we're
I
not
don't know who that
going
was, but he's been very, very busy out there.
yeah. I'm surprised the captain's not changed the field for the lines that Yardley's bowling here.
It's a long way out, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who did throw that in.
It's
It's actually a
absolutely
bit of a-
barbecued there.
Did his back just give out?
Oh,
at
it's
the
me.
end there?
I've been sent down to fine leg. Great throw from that man.
He's gone for the
Khan
TC
is the new
nose there.
batsman.
See?
He's just embarrassed about that run out.
Khan is the number 3 batsman.
I've heard Khan has been in very good form and scored lots of runs this season.
Wow.
Yeah, big lad. I've seen.
It is enormous, isn't it? The striker's end there.
Yeah.
So big that he just ran straight through the wicketkeeper McCallum.
And instead of green gloves, he's gone for the green boots.
Oh, well fielded, Harry. Oh, he's not going to enjoy that on a hard wicket there.
He's Australian, he's used to it.
Yeah, that's one person who will excel in these conditions is the Australian.
And he's
I'm
off
not
the
sure
mark.
he'll be used to hard, bouncy, fast wickets, weren't he? And this won't be.
Yes. Well, we'll have
Again,
to see how it
Yardley.
goes as the game progresses.
Yardley bowling leg side line
Well.
again there.
Yeah, so the captain's card, he's got to have a look at this field, hasn't he? Oh, well bowled,
One
Thomas.
wicket falls in
And
the
well
home.
fielded,
Would you be
Thomas.
looking for a change if you're the captain in this situation?
Just on the line, he's just got to take a man across, I think.
You wouldn't be looking to get Eames into the attack.
No,
Not
it's
yet,
a bit
it's
early, bit
early
early for
days.
Eames.
Yeah, you've got a lot of overs to get out of these bowlers. And we know Yardley doesn't come back
Fantastic
all that well.
delivery.
But missed times.
Rory. He's got his line back now.
Yeah. He really ran back to his mark there. Proud of that ball.
Wait.
The fielder seemed very happy with life as well.
Good fielding in the covers.
Interestingly, Tom's gone to a more orthodox first slip. I noticed he'd been fielding more around third slip early on in this.
He drifts, he loses interest sometimes.
There we go, he's back to third.
More slidage from Gary Ali.
Yeah, I mean, he looks phenomenal, doesn't he? Every time
Always.
he steps on the
He's
pitch, to be
phenomenal.
honest.
There are rumours of him being signed up by some of the county sides and possibly even for England soon.
Yeah, that doesn't. Even at his age, I mean, you never lose it.
I heard he was nailed on for the winter tours, but despite the back injury, the back injury just set him back too much.
I heard it was lockdown.
Sloppy fielding for deep mid wicket. It's cost a run. I mean, I think they should have only more.
It was that at it, deep mid wicket, that was shocking.
I can't
Rory
work
won't
it
be
out.
pleased
I'm
with that.
hoping this replay is going to give us an insight. Or we can berate whoever it was. Can you tell us? Who's that? Who's that? Turn around. Oh, we don't know who it was.
Yeah.
Oh dear. He did stop it though, he did save the boundary.
Run, Josh, run. Good work.
That was a
Outfield
great
doesn't look
over.
too quick today.
He didn't did it. I was expecting that to race away, but maybe a bit of dew.
Yes, Jew is a big issue in this part of the world, as we know.
Oh, Rosa, terrible fielding.
Oh, was it me?
I assume so. Well, we're going to look at it again.
It is difficult to field and commentate.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
we're
it
honest.
raced out to square leg. Oh, it's just fun. I think he's been removed from square leg and put somewhere else. No square leg now.
Waiting.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Good pace from
Very
Yardley,
casual piece of
86
fielding.
miles an hour.
But might have been the change up there. Effort ball.
That's an effort. What a great diving take from Clark. McCallum is gone!
Fielder had ground to make up.
Oh,
Just
And
missed.
they're thrilled with that. Look at Cowley.
The perseverance in Tom Yardley's bowling has paid off.
I should say, as we're looking at this, that there are reviews in operation. A fantastic take behind the stumps. Spectacular dive.
I think that might be is that the first thing Clark's done this season?
I think it might be. Apart from that run out, I mean, he got the first run out, didn't he?
I think he backed in the first couple
Well,
of
he
games today.
contributed.
Did he? No, he scored the winning runs at Solihull
Safely
Municipal,
plays
didn't
that along the ground.
Oh, did he? Good throw at the non-striker zone, just to put the pressure on while backed up by
he?
Wheezy
It
Boat.
wasn't on our cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what to do. Who's that? Three. Was that? Good work, was.
The pace of that man is quite impressive.
Plays that nicely.
What something to behold.
Oh, the running's interesting.
Not a bad arm with the right hand as well.
Cowley looking to just change the field slightly.
Another bit of a mix-up with the running there. They're looking shaky between the wickets.
Yeah, definitely on top, Bablake here at 36 for 2. And as you said, Josh, the backfield seems to be very, very slow.
End of a really good over. Taking a wicket. And really
Will
slowing
most
down
likely be the
pace
same
of
for
the
both sides, though, unless we do get more dew later on, making it a bit more skiddy.
Yeah, could be.
Very interesting long barrier there from Yardley as well.
This bowler really can get these spinning a long way.
Tom
reversal
has
carry.
made a bowling change. It's Wheezy Boat going into the attack.
Yeah, now this will be interesting to see how much turn he can get out of this pitch.
Oh, nice
that's
bowling.
Very poor
good.
average as well for Goat Boat here.
It's good. A good first ball. Good concentration from Cowley at slip.
Surprised there wasn't an appeal there from the skipper.
Waiting.
Oh, there is a bit of turn there for Josh.
He'll be looking to tie it up like he did at Kenilworth last season.
Yeah, what a spell that was. What was it? Someone can tell us. It was about 48 balls for consecutive dots.
Can we get a comment on that, anyone?
That had the batsman
If anyone
defending.
can remember what it was, I think it was
Do
about
we have
48.
Benedict the statistician anywhere? And if you could send any messages in to the WhatsApp group or the Facebook group,
Yeah,
it'd be very
any-
much appreciated.
Wait there.
Yeah, any comments that people want to make, if they want to post on Facebook or WhatsApp or anything, can get through
Rate the
to either me,
commentators.
Josh, or Rosa. Feel free. We'll take any questions.
Yep.
Bye, Josh. Nice tight start. This.
A little short that last one, but he got away with it.
Interesting early tactic of having the long on down as well.
Instant impact from Josh.
They've made their job a lot easier with that wicket. The danger man
Another very,
gone.
very good take from McCallum as well.
Now they're going to go for the review.
Already
Clark
looks like a
showing some
spinner's
value
wicket.
to the team.
I don't think they are. Clark's on fire in these opening 10 overs.
He saved it all for this one game,
One
clearly.
out and 2 catches. That's what reeling.
The new
3
batsman
wickets in the first 10
down
overs.
at the non-strikers end.
Yes, they won't be happy with the start. They want to go through a period of rebuilding now, I reckon.
Well, I fancy you're right. That was a
And they get through for one.
Khan is getting ready to face the next ball.
I
I've
wonder
got a
if
feeling
Yardley...
here that Arnold might be carrying an injury here, 'cause the last 2 balls he's thrown in right-handed. Very unusual for the man.
Wonder if Yardley will bowl out here. The skip must know that he struggles to come back later on in the innings.
I don't know, it just depends how he deals with this heat.
Well,
He
he
has
is.
clearly gone through drastic weight loss, though. So
He's opening the batting as well today, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he was a true all-rounder.
Great delivery to find the
Well
edge.
bowled, Tom. Very edgy down to third man.
They take a single.
Great throw straight over the stumps.
Good captaincy having the third man in as well.
Yeah, popular
Yeah,
area
he's
down there.
gone a bit more attacking here. Put a second catcher in. And he's instantly taken him away.
Well bowled. Terrible field. Who's that?
2 runs added.
Oh, who is that?
22 was it?
Oh, that's Rory.
Oh,
Rory.
Back your
Well-
bowlers up. They've backed you up.
I think that's the first fine of the day we've got there. Get that pound out, please, Rory.
Along the ground.
Well done, Rosa. Right-handed again.
Batsman couldn't do much in that over. Good bowling.
It is
Maybe
something
maybe
they've
you
worked
are
on over
right-handed.
winter. Maybe
This
it could be a
could be-
test match player if it was right-handed.
Ross, you might be partially.
Nice bowling.
Excellent stuff
TC.
from yours.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry, I
what's Tom
was,
got to say for himself?
I was interrupted by a message from the captain there. Somehow messaged while I was on the pitch.
What's he got to say for himself?
He said, disgrace, never been sunburnt in his life, he says. Well, this would say otherwise.
Nonsense. Nonsense. I've seen those rosy cheeks many a time.
Right. He obviously hasn't been to Lahore before, has he?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you're busy in there though, Skip. That first slip position. A bit of turn early on.
Another run taken.
Yeah. Interesting with the 2 men out on the leg side when it's turning to the offside. You might, I'd have thought TC might have given them that shot.
With 3 wickets down as well, I think a more aggressive field would be a very useful option here.
Yeah. Foot on throat situation.
Yeah, I like the man in short there.
Yeah, I was just trying to work out who that was. It's a good little spot.
Just a lack
A lot of fielding
concentration.
changes going on here.
It's taking him out.
TC's really getting proactive here.
Wow, he knows how quickly we get through the overs, so we know time's not a problem.
Yeah.
He's gone out to Ari.
Wheezy Goat Boat has done well in that over.
He must be considering getting the second spinner on here as well, with how well Baines is bowling here.
Well, that's right. He's persisting with Yardley. He's getting into his 6th over now.
Well, we've only got the 3 spinners in the team this week, haven't we?
Who's in? We've
And
got
through
Josh.
for 1.
I mean, are we counting Tom as a spinner?
Well, slow bowler.
Low bowler.
And Cartho then, so we've got to find 20 overs elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, as we
So
know,
this-
there's plenty of bowling in this side, so it'll just be interesting to see
Yeah.
how the skip goes.
Well, there's a rumour that Az has been working on his bowling in the nets after he was denied a bowl last week, so
Well, if he can get that
Still
inducker
think
going,
that's
it
a
could be lethal.
could be curtains.
Another good arm there.
That's left-handed Matt McCarthy there.
We're
Oh,
there.
maybe that's where he's been going wrong. Oh, there's a chase on here. There's a chase. Az is not fancying it. So mid-on's going to have to go and fetch.
Yeah, Yardley, you should be doing better off your own bowling.
2 runs.
Interesting lead from Clark, but well backed up TC.
Waiting.
Still a bit of movement in the air.
Yes, it's been very un-Pakistani conditions so far, very much more like Birmingham in fact.
I think it says more about the quality of the bowling.
Could well do.
No ball here.
And as he says that, Yardley oversteps. We have our first free hit of the day.
Free hits can be costly in this form of the game.
The bowler will know the
Yes,
batsman will be
unfortunately, the
looking
big
to
man's
hit
off
this into the
stride.
We'll
stands.
see if they can
How
take
will he
advantage of
counter?
it.
I just saw Azhar Ali limbering up there at mid-off. Maybe he's coming on for a spell.
Damaging
Yeah, that's a
imitation
sight we
there.
all love to
Good
see.
bowling.
Good delivery from Yardley. Nice dot ball for the free hit. Made him reach for it, just bordering that ball.
Waiting. Yes.
All confusion in the middle.
That's quite a good over.
I think this ambidextrous fielding side's really confusing the batters between the wickets here.
Yep. Catch it.
It's clearly something that they've been working on during the winter.
I mean, the batsman must have had Matt Neighbour's specialist cloth back for that shot.
It does look like a toothpick in his hand, actually. could be one of Naylor's junior bats.
Interesting there that TC's put himself out on the cover boundary for that.
Well, yeah, we've got a man on the German here.
He pulls out the sweep shot, which we know is very dangerous in the Warwickshire League.
It's got to be full when you're
It's got to be hard. It's got to be hard on the left arm over.
We might need to see Hawkeye on this.
Yeah.
See what they decide.
I was too slow apparently.
Yep.
I fancy it was pitching outside. I forgot I was in charge. I fancy it was outside.
Didn't quite make it to the rope.
I mean, that's definitely a back foot no ball, if anybody is looking at that.
Yes, but the umpires definitely aren't going to look at that in the Warwickshire League.
Enough said.
What's her name?
Oh, what's her name? Good signalling. For anyone that doesn't know, I mean, hopefully Swaffy's watching, he'll know who the old what's her name is. It's Brian Vaughan.
Rumour has it,
Jones.
still in the Vale.
Still in the Vale despite lockdown.
Joined today, obviously, by Eddie Boiler as well.
Oh, of course, yeah, Eddie.
It has been known that his hearing aids didn't make it through customs, though.
No, well.
Rumour has it
I
as
don't
well.
think it'll make him any worse.
Rumour has it that he's following us back to our post-match beers for some free chips.
Ah, yes.
And we're still going to the Bull's Head of Merriment.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's natural. We obviously fly into Birmingham Airport and then it's on the way home, so...
True, it's basically on the way.
End of the over.
Exactly.
Very
4
little
runs
alcohol
coming
available in
from.
Pakistan, of course, as well.
The pace bowler is coming into the attack from the
Now we've got
southern
another bowling change. Yardley's finished for now. And I'm on.
Sam Eames, new facial hair for this season.
Nice to see that hair growing back
Bowler
though.
beating them all ends up.
Good first up. Nice bit of bounce as well from the tall bowler.
Yeah, good carry through.
We'll see if Eames has worked on his tendency to drop it short. I don't think there'll be much reward for that length on this.
No,
surface.
absolutely not. I can confirm I had one net during the winter.
I think the captain may be a bit worried about it though, as he's got 2 men out on that short ball.
Quite a spread field, isn't it? Considering they're 50 for 3.
Catch it!
That's racing.
And the captain's changed the field again.
I think Roz has put the jinx on me there with that.
Oh, now he does bowl short. Skep's just taken a
Very
man
well
from that
played.
area.
It was fast though. It could have caused him some problems.
Must be said as well, the crowd has really swelled in the last few overs.
I mean,
Two
what's
big
confused me
fences
there
will be
is he's
very
hit it over
useful
square
for
leg,
people like
but the camera is on the pitch. How is that
It's
being allowed?
apparently it's one of those spider cams, yeah.
What, on the floor?
It can drop down onto the floor.
Amazing the coverage you can get these days in the Warwickshire League.
It is tremendous. The camera following the bowler in as well.
Got away with another
Not a
one
short
there.
ball.
I'm not sure this was the right decision from the captain, if I'm honest.
I think we might see a very short spell here from Eames.
Keeps
Maybe
bowling that
replaced for the
length.
next game
And they
by
get a
his
single
brother
there.
Morgan.
Oh dear.
Fielded.
Yeah, good pick up and
Sneak through for
throw.
once there.
The Bobcats will be
Good
pleased
finish
with
to the
that
over.
over.
Yep, so 14 overs gone.
Not sure what
61
that
for
strip on TC's inner left arm is, but
Huge shout.
an
might be-
appeal.
that might
Before he puts some low-class sunburn.
But the umpire's not giving it.
He signals for the review.
A good review from the captain. I'm sure I heard a noise.
A new initiative by the Watch League this year. Review systems.
It's double figures on viewers.
What a
Just in
channel
time,
this is.
and you've chosen a great time to come. Another snatcher from
Got a
McCallum
review
behind the
by
stumps.
Bablake here.
And the tall number 3.
There is a mark on Snicko.
I'm sure that's a snip.
I think he's absolutely hit the
sorry,
cab
Rob,
off
I
this
don't think it was the floor, was it? He's actually gone through his
copyright
pad.
problems.
Back goes through the pad and onto the ball. There's nothing in the hot spot, but there's a definite breeze.
Well, we know hotspot's got to be taken with a pinch of salt.
Well,
Conclusive there. Clear edge and the ball carried. This will be
Clark's head's
overturned.
very warm.
well, he
as well.
has
I'm
given
not
it.
sure
I
what's
wondered what was going on with the grunt there.
Yeah, we don't
he
have
went to
access
change
to
his
the third
review and
umpire.
didn't stick the finger up.
We don't have access to the voice of the third umpire here, do we? So that makes it quite difficult for us.
It does, but an excellent breakthrough again from the easy boat goat. A good take
Yeah, I wonder
out. It's a very big wicket there.
I wonder
Clark
how
involved in
attacking the
every
skip will
wicket.
go now.
2 for 7 so far for Josh.
Yes.
I think there's definitely lessons to be learned for the skip here. I think he needs spin at both ends.
And I think he needs a slip in. And
I
I
think 4
probably
wickets down, he'd want to be a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, he's got 4 men on the rope. Maybe he thinks Josh will just bowl them out. He doesn't need any catches in.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, so far Clark's been doing the business behind the stumps.
every wicket he's been involved
Yeah.
in. He was very upset last week that he played no part in the game really whatsoever. And,
Yeah,
now he can't keep her out of the action.
On a 4-fer at the minute, Clark.
Went there.
Very good shields from this batsman.
I was wearing the
Yes,
shield.
Lovely shields.
This has been a wonderful start to the spell from Baines.
That's very economical and 2 breakthroughs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Extraordinary shot from the
really should.
batsman.
He really should have a word with the skipper between overs here. See if he can get himself a slip.
I don't know if you two want to talk us through that shot.
No, it was horrendous.
It was an
Quite
interesting
something
choice
to
of shot.
behold. But he squeezed the boundary away. It relieves a bit
I
of
don't
pressure.
think the
at
bowler will be
66
too unhappy to
for 4.
see that.
Waiting.
There aren't many teams in the league that would play that shot, but I've got to say this is one of them.
Not many runs from it.
We know that Khan can do some special things in a cricket field.
None of those
We
balls
do.
hit in the stumps, but it doesn't matter. Oh, we're going to have a short drinks break.
Well, Rosie, you just mentioned Khan, and I do think during the drinks break we need to shout out to one of our #1 fans.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, Noor
Apparently
Ali
he's tuned in
Khan
watching
Niazi.
today. How are we, Noor? See if we can get a comment.
Nice to
like,
have you
yeah.
following us, Noor.
We've got no likes on the
Expect that
page at the
through the
minute. I'd
keeper.
appreciate a couple of little thumbs
Well
up.
wide.
Horrific
For those
delivery
people
from
watching.
Eames. First up, after the drinks break.
Must have stiffened up in that
This
break
has
there.
been a very poor start here from Sam Eames. The skipper will not be
Oh, well
happy
back
with him.
there, well back.
Oh, not able to
Good
connect.
take there from the slip. He doesn't get many RBWs, so I don't think we'll be appealing for too many.
Well, I've heard the quality of the umpiring here. It may well be given out nevertheless,
Oh, that is true. That's true.
even without the appeal.
It'd be interesting to know who the 10 viewers are so far.
Right. Yep.
Well, when you've got that many, you just can't name them all.
No. No, I won't be able to shout you all out. I'll be there all day.
You keep getting popular at this rate, you might have to do a
Yes.
meet and greet at some point.
Nothing
It
the
sounds
batsman could
horrendous.
have done better. Great ball.
Superb
Finds the
delivery,
edge,
and what a
and it's
catch from
taken.
Cowley.
Good catch.
I must say that did look like a very poor shot from the batsman. He did not need to play at that ball.
Yeah, well, Cowley had to get his hands on that because these palms are the only part of his body that aren't sunburnt.
Well, I think that's why he released it so quickly. I think it was instant pain, and he just launched it in the air.
He is standing in the shade as well for a reason.
Yes, good field placing to get himself in the
Has
shade.
their first ball to face here.
And this is looking like it could be a very short game at the moment.
Well, Khan's in. You know he can.
We do have
Very unfortunate for could have had another wicket there.
This is a very well-known Chinese club.
Yeah, quick delivery, always going to make it to the rope back.
That extra bounce that Eames get though, costing him the wicket.
Yeah, he's persistent with this short
Gets a
length, isn't
wicket
he?
and keeps it tidy.
Well, he has got 2 men out on that on the pull shot at the minute.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
with the-
true. Ball into his field. He's obviously had a plan from the skip. He's just executing.
Well, the skip does change the field seemingly every ball.
He's a very active captain.
think I'd be bringing McCarthy on at the other end.
I think so,
Just
yeah.
about now.
I think it is time to spin at both ends.
Still early though, only 16. Oh, another viewer. We're only 16 overs in. A long time to bat the top boys.
Yeah, I'm not too sure they're worried about time.
They take a single.
We are looking at the Khan brothers here wanting to make a big partnership.
Well, I think we're going to have to. What score are you thinking, you two? Is going to be a...
Well, it doesn't look like the best pitch. I would say over 200 would be probably in the game here.
No, I think so, yeah, I'd agree with that. It's a long way off at the moment, though.
You know, like you say, the run rate's fine, they've got plenty of time, just wickets. It's...
Yeah, I think another bit. I think if they bat the overs, they've got a good chance of getting to that.
Wait on.
A little bit stray from Josh, but they've got away with it, just nudged into the leg side.
And they do say that the sun goes down very quickly in Pakistan. The floodlights took effect very quickly there.
Something else to consider.
Interesting floodlights, but still a bright blue sky.
Yeah. Cowley persisting with Eames.
McCarthy persisting with left-handed throws.
Yeah, wow. Multi-talented, that boy.
They call him an all-rounder for a reason.
Really enjoying the sliding from Gary Alley today. It's looking really good.
He's a very agile man.
Consistently sliding
Bowling
the field.
beating them all ends up.
Nice delivery.
That is beautifully bowled. Eames coming back well here since that wicket.
He's obviously got a bit of confidence from that wicket. Good catch from the skip, wasn't it?
Very good considering the torches of that sunburn.
Yeah, I mean, it must be agony. Looks very, very silly.
Waiting.
And a nice shot down the ground. A bit of a chase for Azhar Ali.
Yeah, he's been lively in the field, Azhar.
Good work in the field there.
He's very much been in the firing line.
Yes.
That's some good bowling.
Short and wide cut away, but well fielded by Joshua.
Yep, no run there, good dot ball.
Very brave going for the one-handed pickup as well.
Curran has some good figures
Well, we're
so
playing on
far.
an international
Coming on
pitch here,
for a new
Ross.
spell.
The outfield is a bit better,
So,
bit better than the
a
Bablake
very,
field.
very strange bowling change from the skip. He's bringing Rory back into the attack for Wees.
Yes.
I wonder if he's testing out the swing under the lights.
I don't know what he's doing. I mean, instant regret as it cut away down to third now.
Yeah, this could
Nicely
be a very
ran there,
short
they'll
spell,
get
I
two.
feel.
Could turn out to be a genius move though, we never know.
Oh, I hope it brings a wicket. He needs one. He's none for 20 off 4, Rory.
There has been a rumour going around that Khan does struggle against very slow average medium pace.
Probably the hardest
Half
part of
volleys.
taking that catch is being
The commentator
worried
has
about dropping
spoken.
such an
That's
easy
what's
chance.
throat.
And it's a genius decision.
You should never doubt Tom, really, should you?
I'll give you that skip.
Very comfortably taken by Ari down there. Unmistakable in that floppy. Christ, the batsman did well to get 17.
Khan is the new man at the
Yes, and if you
non-strikers.
do want to get in touch with us about that catch, please tweet us with the hashtag #RIsFloppy.
Well, all sorts of problems for Atop now. 6 for 77.
And they get through for one.
Khan is
Are
getting
they even going to
ready
make it to the
brother
first
in.
drinks break at 25 overs?
Another Khan brother in.
Calm.
See what these pair can do together.
If they can't stay around.
Exactly, Roger. Welcome to the game. They've got to bat time here. I mean, they've got to be looking to bat at least to the 30th over and then reassess.
Wait on it.
Somehow, I don't think
They
it's
are
in
known
their
to
top
be a
player's
very
nature,
aggressive
mind
team.
you.
Yes, they are known for their hitting towards cow corner.
Surprising there's not a man out there, really. I mean, there's a deep square, but
Perhaps they're looking to tempt the shot.
Bandy and
It
me
does give Brigham the
bandits.
chance to
Take
the
a
wicket.
in that
it
over.
does. It does enough. Be more expansive, aren't they? They're just the way they play.
And a very, very good over there from Curran.
Misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
And he's carrying on and picked up where Rory's left off.
Projected score coming up there. I don't think we'll be looking at 357 here.
Is that what it said?
So 8-0 from here takes them to 357.
I think they'd take 157 at this rate.
They've done well to get 57.
It's really been quite a poor execution of batting.
Yeah, they're slowing down as well at the minute. The run rate is not going anywhere.
No, just hovering at 4.
Well, they want to play themselves in at this point, I would have thought.
Well, that's a nice shot off the back foot. A bit of a chase
He's
for
dropping short again.
good
As
field,
he's
a good
wanting to do.
relay, and Josh
Nice fielding there. Good
releases the
return.
ball bowler's end.
Yeah, I've been learning to throw my left hand as well. You can
Actually,
see.
bad arm as well. He bad shoulder.
Yeah,
Very, very impressed there that McCarthy managed to outrun Manning there.
That is something.
Manning clearly has been not eating particularly well over the winter.
I
I
wonder
think
if
Matt's
the
got to be very
but
disappointed he
that's
hasn't come on for a
about
spell yet.
and Azhar Ali.
I suppose at 6 for 81 and the damage is being done,
Oh,
so
beats him with the change of pace.
And the skipper
there.
had a hunch that Rory Curran was the man, and he was indeed correct.
he did get the wicket.
Wait on it.
Good tight bowling this.
So it's
20
time
overs
for a
gone.
change up here. James is off to have a snack, and in his place, it's Mel Jones.
Thanks, lads.
Rory in
Easy
for
to-
another over.
Wonderfully picked up there at mid-wicket by Arnold. That man is just a joy to watch, frankly. Especially in the field.
A bit of encouragement from the skip. He's looking particularly red. I think this sun's really getting to him now.
Yeah, well, Rory is
Even though
getting
it's
to
now
watch
night
some
time.
movement.
Catch it.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's going to catch that. It bounced by the umpire.
One
The
run
skipper
there.
has well been reluctant to bowl himself. I think he's believing that the batsman will find them easily red.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he physically will be able to get his arm over with this sunburn.
I wonder if
I
he'll
certainly
drop
wouldn't
himself
fancy
down
it.
the order at all.
He's timed that one.
Yeah, we might not see him. That catch might be his only action of the day.
You wouldn't want to wear a bouncer with that sunburn, would you?
Oh, look at! Oh, just keep your eye on the slip there. He's just turning his right arm over. I fancy we'll be seeing him very soon.
We may see a substitute fielder later as well. The white Ugandan Billy Dial.
Another run added.
Well, we saw him bring some drinks on for us earlier.
He's
Just,
done a fine job so far.
he did a fine job.
And we've had a message in actually from a John Bates asking if the drinks had gin in them.
Oh, always.
With the hashtag #RIsFloppy.
I'd love that to be true.
And they get a single there.
Bismillah Khan, 13 off 16.
There's quite a
Hanging
mismatch
around.
in the pace of the running between these two. I can see a mix-up coming.
Yes.
Well, that was another
Khan
good
is
over.
known for his running
Frustration
though.
will be growing for the batsman.
And Khan is not.
That was an
Good lines
absolute
there.
beauty
That was a good over. Looking at that big eye
This bowler knows
simulation.
how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's
That
see
last
how they
ball
go.
absolutely beautifully bowled by Curran.
Here
Never
he
seen a
comes.
bowler out
The
swing.
red man is into the attack.
Only played 22 matches, this lad.
Waiting.
Very inexperienced.
We'll see if it turns for him.
Oh, I doubt it.
Oh, it has.
No, that cannot be turned. There must be
I might have
cracks.
hit something.
Wait there.
Yeah, it's a tidy start there from the skip. Bit of encouragement there from Weeze. He knows how the pitch is playing.
Even with his lack of experience, he knows where to put his fielders, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's a seasoned pro. Really, the stats don't reflect his true ability.
That's what the
He has
crowd
an
have
old
come
head
to
on
see.
young shoulders.
Nicely played.
He's throwing a bit wide there,
of course, the uppercut to the spinner over backward point.
Using the pace.
though. Very flamboyant.
I wonder if we'll see the first deucerer from the captain this year.
Ooh. Maybe a little early. I fancy later on just to tempt the lower order. Oh, well watched there at cover from McCarthy. You never know off these wickets.
Brave of Cowley to rep the short sleeve, isn't it, with that level of burn?
One run lead.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be logical, wouldn't it, to wear the long sleeve?
Very warm in Pakistan though for the long sleeve.
Well, yeah. You know, he doesn't mind the heat there. He wears the long sleeve when it's sunny, usually. Admittedly,
Didn't
not
like
in
the look
Lahore.
of that one. No shot off it. Reasonably good over there.
Apparently Mango has made the journey and causing havoc on the sideline.
I'm sure Manny will be on the outfield before you know it.
Billy Doyle keep him well clear.
He's at the side of the ground. Rory in for another over.
The batsman didn't know where that was going.
And a good start.
Yep, 22 overs gone. They're probably just looking to get through to drinks at this point.
Absolutely. And a bit of a dry spell in the wicket department, but I don't think Captain Cow would be too worried.
I think if you gave him 89 for 6 drinks, he'd be very happy.
I think you'd take that 100 times out of 100, wouldn't you?
Wait.
The batsman trying to keep himself loose there.
Yeah, well, he's got a long innings ahead if he wants to build a good score in this first innings, isn't he?
There is a lot of work to do here for Khan.
Yeah, he's playing it nicely through the covers every time though. Unfortunately, for fielders everywhere, from an attack point of view.
Yeah, good control of these half volleys from Rory.
Well, he's strayed a little bit
Coming along
there.
nicely here.
And that's the first
Power on
6
display.
of the innings.
Very well played off his pace.
That'll boost the confidence of the attack players.
Not sure what odds you'd have got for the first 6 from Attock to be in the 23rd over.
Yeah, very
Maybe
unlikely.
next week the bookies will offer odds on that.
Yeah.
Well, bookmakers obviously illegal in Pakistan, but we'll see if
Bad from either side
when
there.
the circus goes back to England, it might be
Well, back there
Yeah,
from Rory,
apparently
good finish.
Apparently Bristow's been working hard on the wicket after the flood last week.
Wait on it.
Looking good, I've heard.
Yeah, good, excellent.
Yeah.
Right arm
We'll
round
see
from
if we're
Cowley.
able to play on
Just
our
to
home
change
ground
angle.
next week, then. Or if anything else befalls it.
Interesting to go round for a man that doesn't turn a doorknob.
Well, there is an appeal, but you're always struggling with right arm round.
Not out the decision.
You are when it doesn't turn at all, and it's clearly going past the off stump.
Well, we will be having a look
See
at
a
that.
fourth guy from.
And there
Yeah,
is
I'll
a
just see
review,
Hawthorne.
for some reason, Azhar Ali has decided that it's to be reviewed. I mean, it's got to be where it's
Right.
pitching, surely.
Remodelled his action this year, clearly Cowley there.
Maybe it's just because of the pain.
I mean, I'm not being funny. This isn't hitting a second set, is it?
I mean, it looks more like he's edged it there, but
Doesn't
Maybe,
look close
was
to
it
him.
caught?
I don't know.
Did Clark scuttle away and catch it?
He looked very slow to react on that replay to me.
It's actually gone through the bat. It's hit him low. It's not going over the stumps. I mean, this has got to be turning like Murley to be hitting the stumps.
I wonder if we can get a rev count on these deliveries from the skipper here.
I think
I mean, I'm predicting it's hit him outside the line and isn't hitting the stumps.
Pretty poor review here from Gary Alley, it must be said. I don't know why he was involved in that decision.
Yeah, the skipper has bowled it, he's in line with it.
And the decision
And
stands. He remains not out.
Obviously asked Gary Alley to review because Tom can't use his arms in the state they're in.
Ironic that it says Specsavers on the stumps.
Just one review remaining. The
Probably should have gone
decision is
there.
upheld.
Sorry, I've put the replay on because I didn't actually think we'd be reviewing it. Clearly some lunatics decided that that was the way to go. Yeah, to be fair, it has only just missed the stumps, but it did it outside line.
Bablake
Ball
losing the review there.
The batsman really needs to do a bit of gardening here. There's clearly some things on the pitch, meaning the ball's deviating.
It's turned a lot, isn't it? Who is that fielding on the 45?
This may be one of our injured players, I think, by the looks of things.
I'm going to have to expose them for that horrific bit of fielding.
If we
think
can
we
find
see
who
the
that
instant
is, then I
replay here.
think that's a fine.
Along the ground.
Is there a way I can... Oh, I can't do it on the replay.
Yeah, you can, but you need to do it quicker than that.
Okay, next time. And now he's got the audacity to warm up. You're not bowling, chap.
I've got a funny feeling that was me at short final.
Gets to the boundary. 4 runs.
That's a good shot from this lower order batsman.
And
here.
rolling up as well.
It was a nice shot over extra cover.
Middle order batsman, maybe I should say. Probably doing him an injustice there. He's going along nicely.
Yeah, I don't know which number bat this one is. I'll tell you it's calm.
It is.
You can't say that.
Oh, now that is a much better shout.
Yeah, and given.
I can't rate the palms of his hands out.
I think I'd be reviewing that if I'm the batsman, though. It's,
I think you've
very
got to,
leg
haven't you?
side. It looks very leg side, and with the situation they're in.
He's just accepted it.
Ooh, I think we need to see Hawkeye on this.
Yeah, we're going to have a look, and just to see if that should have been reviewed. I fancy it's probably a little bit high, actually.
Yeah, might
I
have
think
been.
it's a very poor non-review and a very bad decision. We've got Khan
Very
and
short,
Batsman
isn't
walking
it?
out in the meantime.
I'll take it with that.
Like I said before, the batsman clearly needs to sort that pitch out.
Yeah, I'm going to turn a mile.
Some sort of rub
It's
on
a
a
very
leg.
good delivery.
It was. Eames back into the attack. 100 for 7 now after 24. One more to
The
drink.
wicket from McCallum going down the leg side that convinced me that it was missing, but he was clearly expecting the ball to turn more than it did.
Wait on it.
Weirdly.
We've had a message in from Mrs. Cowley. She's just said,
Yep.
you all need more to do.
I
It's a
would
very
agree.
important game, Rach, to be
Lockdown has created that situation for us. I personally haven't worked since early February.
I only finished yesterday, so I'm very fresh. This is taking a lot of work, Rach. So you're providing your husband with some hours of entertainment this afternoon. Good bowling this from Eames. He's pulled it back well. It was 8 off his first over, I think.
Yeah, that was a real loosening of an over, wasn't it?
Yeah, just like the real thing.
You've got it up to touching 85 mile an hour now, though.
Yeah, well, I'm loose now.
He's been in the gym. During lockdown, it's coming out fast.
Oh, good
Very
throw.
good over.
A very slow start from Khan. He's 2 off 18 deliveries.
Well, he knows his team's got quite a way to go.
Well, yeah, we're at the halfway point. It's
Deliveries.
drinks in the usual Warwickshire League match now.
Yeah, but they're having more than one drink, of course, in
Wow.
the, 38 degrees
Yeah, very warm in the hall.
before.
If you need any illustration of it being very warm in Lahore, we've got TC back into the attack.
Well, speaking of the skip, we've got an image that I've just been sent of him engrossed in the game with his what looks like some sort of sandwich. Wait, what is it? Is it a sandwich? Can't tell. But he's got it on his phone in his kitchen there.
Waiting.
You can see him very invested in the fortunes of the team.
He's glued. Well, he's bowling, so I can understand what he's watching.
Wait on it.
I'd have thought he'd have it on the main telly, if I'm honest, but I know that might be a bit far for him technically.
Waiting.
I only had to sell his TV to pay for the sunburn treatment.
Looking extra red.
Yep.
That's quite a good over.
Yeah, this batsman's playing quite nicely here. Slow, but
Yeah, he's just got to stick around, hasn't he?
He's doing what his team needs, frankly.
maybe should have come in a bit earlier.
Well, Khan is known as the overseas player for Attock, as well as other Khan.
4 off 25, that's some slog, isn't it?
Yep.
And he's nicked the strike. He obviously doesn't have much to say for
And they
his,
go through
his
for one.
brother there.
Who won the toss?
Very nice stroke off the back foot. Can't remember.
No, really. We've had a message in.
Okay.
The scorer should be concentrating, not messaging.
Goes through to the wicket.
He's loving the,
Is he
he
asking
says,
the bowler's name?
no. Kev, it's me. Alright, no, he says, loving the commentary, lads. The new Gower and Lloyd partnership. I agree.
There's
Yeah.
3 of us.
Well,
We did.
You're
We did
beefy.
actually have a. We did actually have a question pre-commentary.
Okay.
Khan is
Far
off the
away.
mark.
We were wondering. I don't know if we can get any help from anyone. Kev, you may well be able to help. What do we think is the correct amount of alcoholic beverages for the commentary team?
And what is the nature of that alcoholic
It's a
beverage as
very,
well?
very good
Is it beer or champagne or wine? I think
I think
beef
the
is
champagne's
very
coming out this year.
well.
Well, speaking of the sort of TMS team, I really do think we should be sent some gifts.
Well,
So
I've
if
got some
anybody wants
cake
to
here,
sell-
interestingly. I've had some cake sent in from Mother Eames. So I've
Okay.
got three different bits of cake. What was there? I can't remember. There was two lemon cakes and something else. Flat tracky type
It'd
thing.
be good to know how many Eameses we've got watching this as well, actually. Speaking of
I thought one of them
Eameses.
might have thought, well, I know Oliver's at work, so he won't be watching, but he'll perhaps watch it later on.
Well, you could
Well,
always
shout out to
wonder if you
shout
could
out to
sneak a
Oliver Eames.
headphone in.
Another really good over there.
Might be able to sneak a headphone in for the commentary.
Well, he could be, yeah, I suppose.
Although I don't feel we're doing a very good job of updating the score, to be honest.
Oh, we've had it. What does that mean? Oh, there's a comment on the YouTube thing. I need to read that out now.
Oliver Eames, he said he's on his break at work. Just turned on. I
so he
guess
is
through the
watching.
day.
Oh,
Of
brilliant.
Fantastic.
course you can, Ollie.
A break?
Yeah, we started off strongly, Bablake. Taking pretty consistent wickets throughout. The run rate started out probably 4.5 to 5. We've just been tying it up ever since. TC made it. I don't know if you know about his sunburn incident yesterday. I'm sure you can see it on the video. But he
Yeah,
has passed the fitness test. I don't know what test it could possibly have been that he would have passed.
Not the coronavirus test. It wasn't that one.
Oh, has he got the Rona as well?
He might do. He might. We've had a message in from Diamondo. I have to be very careful how I word this because it's essentially asking if Mrs. Cowley has provided Mr. Cowley enough beer for the afternoon.
miss.
Skip. We need an update on that one,
He
please.
didn't look like he had a beer in the photo I got, I must say.
No, and we'd like to know, Guy, have you got sufficient beverages for this afternoon's play?
Absolutely. You can never have too many. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to nick one of Jake's. They're in the fridge.
Excellent.
Well, that was another good over. Frustration will be growing for the batsmen.
There's a couple of what look like good LBW shouts here that they're not going on for.
Oh, I thought that was a decent enough ball, but no appeal.
Oh, that would have been the grey ball there, which looks like it might be clipping.
He's just carrying on. Old. So this is the noise we all want to hear.
Hey!
Nice fielding there. Good
Half
return.
past 1. It's far too late to be starting. Should have been going at 12:30.
I'm going to be waiting for the drinks break. They'll do it properly.
And that's a single.
It's good stuff. Well, at least Attock sort of grinding and sticking with it. We don't want a dead game. We don't want a draw out. We want something competitive.
Yeah, we want to up our averages as much as possible.
And that's clearly the view of the skip by keeping me on for such a prolonged period of time.
I'm hearing we're going to be speaking to Jake shortly, who's got a little update on what's happening on the midweek basis.
He's not sure about that.
He's not sure.
not from what the faces just pulled at me.
Well, have we not got any player updates yet?
Oh no, I haven't done any
Tries
yet.
to drive that, but missed times.
Sorry about that.
Who are we even playing?
I've only had two with details. I've only had Scott Davis and Phil Mann,
Oh
as
yeah.
well as Noor,
in that over.
who's watching from Pakistan,
Yeah, lovely.
Lovely to see you now.
and Oliver as well.
We had any more comments from Oliver? No, obviously
This bowler
our
knows how to give the ball an
summing up
almighty
of the game
tweak.
so far was
Let's see
sufficient
how they
for
go.
him.
Oh,
Didn't need any more
13
info.
viewers. 13 viewers and a change of bowling.
Oh,
Mr.
here he
Mr.
is.
McCarthy's in. 29 overs.
Well, you can that 13th viewer is definitely McCarthy, isn't it? He's clearly turned on to watch himself.
We've had a request from the scorer. He said,
Yes, Kevin.
plenty of IPA beers will go down well here in the scorebox. So, if you can get them over to him. We'll send someone round. We'll send Billy round, Kev.
Send the Swaffers. Avoid Mango Billy. He's bowling this leg side line again, McCarthy. He did this early on last week.
He did. With his right arm round. Oh, a little shovel.
Yeah, he's not being punished quite the same as he was last week for this.
It's a good delivery. He hasn't gone for a run yet. And there's a noise as it went through there.
Clark likes it.
I'm pretty sure it's been given.
Oh,
Is that
fine
off
for
the bat
Clark.
of the helmet? Clark's in action again.
Did a bit of everything, I think, there.
Lovely grab. It can be tricky for the keepers, especially when they've got the lid on.
Yeah, you can easily lose that. Could have come out of the lights as well.
Good partnership there from the Maccas.
Good start from McCarthy here.
The overseas pros in now.
Takes guard.
Very low in the batting order.
Yeah, I'd have probably bumped him up the order a bit here.
Got another comment on the YouTube.
Very
Don't forget
tidy
anything.
over that one.
I get it. Ollie again. How's the pitch looking? Are we looking
Oh,
forward to
drinks for
batting on it?
Attock. I hope they're not actually going to drink it because it is a Ramadan, of course.
that may well, Ramadan in this heat may well have something to say for this score, mightn't it? And as well, maybe why Azhar Ali's being saved.
Thomas has some
we've
good
got a
figures
comment
so
in from
far,
Oliver
coming
on his
for a new
break.
spell.
He says, how is the pitch looking? Are you looking forward to batting on it in the second innings?
I did just read that out, Emo.
Oh, sorry. What was your answer?
I didn't answer it. I just
You
read
never
it.
brought it up then.
They take the single.
I was clearly not listening.
I'm not looking forward to facing Rashid Khan. Second innings, to be fair.
Rosa's reply is just, but yes.
Safely plays that along.
Well, at least
the
you're going to get a
ground.
bat, Rosa. I think I'm pretty sure of that. Rosa's left the commentary box briefly, I should say, just for a quick lunch break.
Lads and as it was just drinks.
So many viewers, 15. Identify yourselves. I want to know who these people are.
Yeah.
And through for one.
Oh yes, comment on the Facebook, didn't you? The hashtag. What could that? 16 viewers. What could the hashtag be? I mean, we could persist with Ari's floppy, I suppose, couldn't we?
Batsman defending that one. Nice delivery.
Well, those just joining are joining at a good time anyway. We're 113 for 8, Atok. It's a very tricky situation. We've got the skip on at the moment with a severe sunburn. No comments. 4 comments now, Jake. Can we have a look at
I'm on
those?
it.
5 comments.
George Green.
What's he
Oh,
got
and
to say?
Ollie says, who turns it more, TC or Rashid Khan?
The other one.
Well, I
Rashid
think
Khan.
the question really can be answered with another question. Does TC turn it?
That ends a
Emo, have you got the answer to that?
Yes, the answer is yes on this pitch, but no.
No, he does not.
What would you say?
Odds for Ross
for
getting a
Ross.
golden duck.
Oh,
Yeah, interesting you mentioned that, George. We're looking into being sponsored by Bookie next week, so you may be able to place these bets.
fantastic. And we're all shy of betting at the moment with no sport,
Batsman
so
didn't know where that was
TC
going.
TC's got a very close partnership with Bet365, so he's looking for some sponsorship from them.
he's chief betting officer, Miss Kennedy.
Swaff knows a couple as well, doesn't he? Emo.
Oh yes.
A couple of what was it, investors?
Well, gentlemen, I'm back after a lovely lunch of some leftover pizza from last night.
Ah, good job with that.
Not overly impressed with the comment from George Green there. I think the faith needs to be shown
Good shot.
in our openers.
George, are you playing on Wednesday by any chance?
Fantastic news, he says. He's obviously, George is keen on the betting front.
Yep.
I think Rashid Khan has to be the last hope here for...
Good long chase here for the skip.
Well directed
All the
throw.
way from deep cover all the way round the boundary edge.
There's got to be a bit of chafing on that burn with that long run there.
He's got himself back in the sun there as well.
Well, he's under one of the floodlights, Ross. Obviously, this
Well,
time it is getting
Play
dark
that
in
along the
more.
ground.
I think that could burn him even still.
He's gone for the classic uppercut over point there, which hasn't come
One
off
middle
for him. Right shot, just didn't quite get it away. Yeah, George Green is available for Wednesday, lads, I've heard.
George, you're in.
Oh, brilliant.
Be good to see him on the pitch.
I'm sure Jake can make him then.
Yeah. Well, make sure you put Viper on the back of his shirt.
Well, you couldn't do much against that bowling. Very tough to face.
Waiting.
Yeah, run rate dipping below 4 now. I don't think I've been too worried just yet.
Oliver Eames, what do you think TC's plan is to get out the overseas pro?
It'd be interesting to hear from the skip himself what he would do, but I don't think he's going to be too bothered at 120 for 8.
I think probably both slow straight balls and the occasional deucer.
I'd be looking at bowling at the other batsman. He's not really going anywhere. He's not going to harm the scoreboard, I don't think.
Plays it nicely along the ground.
Hey. What are we on, please? Beer-wise, lads? What are we drinking?
We're on the Carlsberg Pilsner,
Oh, okay, lovely.
which is
I'm
actually a
on
very
the
good
coffee.
tipple from a pint. I quite enjoy it on a.
Well, I do think 38 degrees in Lahore means it's probably a cider day. So I'm on the
Certainly a cider day in the war, yeah.
Yeah, Phil Man, I am going to assume is on the Pear Magnus.
Who's already 5 deep apparently.
So Khan is fighting hard for his team here.
And that completes a very good over.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of, the only reason why Rashid Khan will be batting solo is Attok can't afford his pound a run this season.
Good point. God knows what he's on per wicket.
Yeah. It can't be much to just be taking so many. No, they're deducting for every run that he has conceded off him.
I've noticed the captain's gone for a new cap this season by the looks of things.
Oh, he's ended the run. I mean, he'd have to tell us how many years he's had that cap. I think he's had it since he was about 16.
I heard disintegrated on the flight to Lahore.
He probably did.
Burnt clean off his head.
He wants to check it. He wants to check it. I bet he's not checked it since the last game of last season. It might have been might sustained some damage. It's normally obviously out by now and in use.
Yeah, he's normally shaken the mould off it by now.
Not sure about that sweep shot that he seems to have towed down to long on.
Well, he's hit the gap, hasn't he?
Oh, it's a run.
Single, I think. He probably
So
should have
one in the book.
two there, really.
Good spell this though from McCarthy. 1 for 8 off 2.4. Fielded in the box.
I find it strange that Baines hasn't come back into the attack yet after his very good
brutally
spell earlier.
earlier on in the innings by the skip, and he hasn't made a reappearance yet.
And I really would have liked to have seen Gary Alley, but
Good bowling
Yeah,
there.
he's
so
been-
we're not going
He's been stood down, hasn't he? Not required today.
The skipper must have something against that man.
Well, like I say, he might be saving him during this time of Ramadan.
Turning it both ways.
Yeah, well, what do you expect?
Cartho is
He's a
a
mystery
seasoned
spinner.
pro. Cowley's carrying on.
Well, we both know he can turn it both ways. Ardil knows that, for sure.
Yeah. That famous delivery in the nets. Just
Some
a
have said
pleasure we got
more
it
than
on
a
camera.
century.
Others have said poor shot.
Yeah, others have said complete misjudgment by the bat.
Might have been a bit
take a
too
single.
quick for him.
Little bit of confusion between the wickets that hit that ball.
Yeah, field spread nicely now though. I think they're just going to nudge it around. It says. Interesting shot.
One more
from
to the
number
score.
Oh, I think he's been watching Josh Manning bat with that one.
10. A little shovel round the corner.
To be fair, with the bowler bowling right arm out round, not turning it, it's a good option.
Well, 45 is very much in the game here.
And he's just opted to go over the wicket now.
Misread
Same
that
result,
one.
dot
Couldn't
ball.
get the drive away.
Interesting tactic. Let's see if it pays off for him.
No, he's changed it. He's back over back round the wicket.
He does like to mix it up as
The
well.
two lads on the screen for Attock will be
Another really good
fuming,
over
won't
there.
they? Having to move the screen just for 2 deliveries.
I can see Calm down there getting very animated.
We've had a comment on YouTube. I don't know who it's from. Somebody's to tell me.
I'll get on it. We've got Ollie.
Oliver Eames.
What has been Attock's downfall this innings? Well, early on was the running between the wickets.
First up, yeah, it was
a howler.
dreadful. But since that, I mean, Clark McCallum's taken every catch that's come his way. I think he's taken 4. And he was involved in the run out.
4 at least, maybe 5.
So, it might be 5 because he got the one off the.
Ross has come back with a response of losing wickets.
Agreed, Raza. I mean, that's quite it.
I think it's quite a simple reason of why they haven't scored enough runs is that they've just lost too many wickets. 8 at the
Wild
stage is
throw
fair
from.
to
What
me.
is happening?
Oh,
We don't know.
Fielding. I think Carney needs to have a word here. I think we're losing the plot a little bit. We've not had a wicket for a while. It's just some chaotic fielding going
I
on.
think this team are ready for drinks.
I think they are. We've got 15 overs to go.
Yeah, it looks like the spinners have slowed the run rate somewhat. So maybe we might just want
Good
to,
economy there. 2.6 for Matt so far in 3.5
Yeah,
overs.
we might just want to reevaluate the par score that we're thinking of.
I think they'll be very happy with 175 and 3 batting points.
I think we'll really want to reevaluate it now because Khan's gone.
Oh dear.
It's a poor shot. Got
Good catch out
frustrated,
in the
I think.
beach, but he's had
Another
a
wicket for
circle shot in
Khan though. He'll be
circumstances.
happy.
Yeah.
His batting hasn't been up to scratch this season, but his bowling is making up for it.
Yeah, good catch out there. And there's Wheezy Goat Boat. Good
So
work.
it is. Yeah, little celebration.
Is the new
No
man
option
no
taken.
strikers in.
He knows they're close to having some tea.
Well, that brings in the question of whether tea will be taken at the right time here. With
Well, of course, yeah, it's whether two will be
14
ready.
overs to go. Will they
Brings
come
in the
straight
question.
back out?
Brings in the question really whether will there be any tea served in Pakistan during Ramadan.
1 run
Oh
there.
God.
Yeah,
Could
the,
go
the
one
message
way.
was to take your own lunch today.
Khan has their first ball to face here.
Waiting.
Well, that was another good over. Frustration will be growing for the batsman.
Yep.
Edges it.
Some much needed runs there.
Flashed through the slip region. I almost thought Tom would have a big dive at that after his earlier catch.
Clark didn't go for it either. They've kind of left it to each other, but Tom is at a very wide slip there.
The bowler will be furious. And he is, I can tell you.
Yep.
Always good to hear live views of the bowler as
Another
he's
run
bowling.
added.
Current bowler, yeah. Good aggression from Harry there, just making sure it was only one.
That was faster than a speeding bullet that arm. I think it might have injured the bowler.
He's alright, he's going to carry on through it.
So it looks like here Bablake are going to take some overs off Attock, which Ross will love. He'll
He lets
really
that
suit
go
his
through the
game.
keeper.
Make sure you
Knuckle
use all
down
the
for
overs.
for a 60 over win here.
Well, I think time isn't going to be the issue here. It is going to be the wickets. We have seen it hasn't been the best pitch for batting on today.
Well, there may be some dew out there as well. The lights are taking full effect now. The sun's gone down.
You say that, I think it's more likely to be Muslims. We are in Pakistan. Oh, you mean Jew?
Ah.
Reasonably good over there.
Yeah, sorry about that, lad. Interesting from the batsman. He's just selected for a couple of leaves there to end the over.
Yeah, well, he knows Ross is just eyeing up those extra sort of 10 overs.
Yeah, we'll take that privilege away from him.
That's the time I could take to get
Nice
myself
fielding
in.
there. Good return.
It's a good shot. Well fielded down the rope.
Yeah, Cartho's carrying on. That wicket's got him another over. Down on the sweep again, the old sweep to long on.
Khan gets off the
A
mark.
very productive shot that was in this innings.
Yeah, they've got to just try and tick over, haven't they? Get up to 150 and then see where they go
This
from
field,
there.
Safely
this
place
field
that along
suggests
the
the
ground.
skipper thinks they're going to play some attacking shots to finish the innings.
Yeah. Good that Bablake have claimed the maximum 4 bowling points.
Yeah, very useful if we do fail to reach the target. I can't see this being a draw.
You never know.
Has anyone looked at the forecast for?
I should say, yeah, sorry, I should say there is 0 rain forecast.
Okay.
Mainly because that's the setting that I put it
I'm actually
And
just
it's in
checking the live weather in Lahore.
on. Probably
It's
raining
It's actually
there.
currently raining and 35 degrees.
Well, it is
It is a
30.
good job. It is a good job we've got the Warwickshire League umpires here, because Tom is bowling some back foot no balls at the minute.
This is Carthay.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
Matt McCarthy. Yeah, don't know how I didn't see the colour of the arms there.
There he is, he's got very, very red arms.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
Although, Matt, a couple of different angles there looking at the big eye. Going wide of the crease for the last few deliveries.
Yeah, it's those wide ones that are cutting the return crease. I need to look at that if we get some
Big
umpires
spinner
with
as
vision.
well.
Well, considering he's a very unpopular bowler,
Goes
he's
through to the wicket
Ames is into his
keeper.
9th
No shot
over.
off it.
Very harsh on Wheezy Goat though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll check his figures obviously at the end of the innings, but I think they'll be very economical and very productive in wickets.
Good to see him getting rid of the mugging shots after the last game as well.
Fantastic delivery there. He's absolutely sconded.
Ooh,
It's going to be called one for
vicious
the over.
delivery. That's the first time that this ball has ever been called one for the over.
Correct. It's normally for beamers. You get warnings.
The captain obviously thinks he's got it in the locker. Captain must believe in his bouncer with 2 men out on the hook. Well, he's just brought one in, I suppose.
Yeah, well, that's alright. Ames has changed his
What
line
about some deep
suitably.
cover? Very rare to see deep cover and a slip in.
Yeah, it's quite the field, which has just changed again. So I fancy this will be a short ball.
On the drive, but
It's
can't
almost as if there's no
connect.
communication
Really
here between the
misjudged
skipper
that.
and the bowler.
I can't imagine what the over rate would be like with all these field changes.
Yeah, fields are the same, so I suspect once again short ball.
Yeah.
Well, they've bowled 38 overs in an hour and a half. The over rate's actually been pretty decent.
That is textbook.
It's not a bad shot.
It's a good shot to finish the over. Very, very erratic on big eye. Look at that.
Number 11 with a lovely back foot straight drive.
Yeah, so Eames won't be very happy with the consistency of his length there.
No. Well, McCarthy's
Also
off, and
what all the
the
ladies
Burley
say.
opening bowler's back on. Tom Yardley.
Oh, I feel we could get a stiff over here.
The batsman didn't know where that was going.
Feel free to comment with the hashtag Yardley Stiffy. Any comments on this over?
Either will come straight through to us, either Ari's floppy or Yardley's stiff.
Well, that's not creeping up towards 150 anyway. 141 for 9.
Wait there.
Yes, Bablake may regret here. It's in the last partnership, get a few runs.
Yeah, the captain will have been saying foot on throat here.
But you never know, this might be a good score.
Yeah.
I've seen it before, these low scoring thrillers.
Tries to drive that, but mistimes.
Yardley here making Rashid Khan look very silly with the bat.
He's gone for a short ball, just pulled it away. Useful runs here for Rashid Khan, as you should hope so from your throw. He's going to go hit right hard in the top budget.
He does need to give himself something to bowl at.
Yeah.
The rumour is
could
he's on
affect next year's-
£5 a win.
Yeah, this could affect next
Change up
year's
here in
pro
the
for
commentary box.
Atok.
Joining me now
This kind
is
of
James Taylor.
cash
Thanks,
loss.
Flat. Good to be back.
There
This
is
ball
rumours of
really can
Eunice
get these
Khan
spinning a long way.
next year.
Let's see how they go.
And finally, the skipper's seen sense. He's brought back Wheezy Boat
Yeah.
Goat. 2 for 14 off 5.
Yep.
Still not putting much faith in his young bowler though, with nobody in close and many fielders on the boundary.
No, I think the skip needs to be a little bit more attacking here rather than just letting them push ones to the leg side there. Get another guy in, bring mid on in, let him play the shot.
Yeah, Josh must be trying to toss this one up for him to just
Doesn't play
take the
that one
bait
well.
and just put it down someone's throat, I guess.
And if you have any views on that, please comment with Josh down the throat.
Well, another comment from Oliver. Are Attock looking to see out the overs or go for the much needed batting points?
Oh well, I mean personally, I think they're going to try get to 150, and then
I think they're one and the same, really.
yeah.
I think if you back 50 overs there, you back yourself to get them 7 more runs.
Catch it.
Yeah.
Plays and misses.
Almost got caught in the batsman's pad there. I don't think there was any bat involved, mind you.
Half expected the umpire to give that out there.
Well, you never know. I mean, he's bowling very outside leg at the minute.
Yes, but that can be irrelevant in this league.
Good over this from Josh. Just one from it so far, I think.
Begging the question, why on earth Sammy's bowled so many overs?
Agreed. I'm not sure about that appeal from Bablake. I certainly hope they're not going to review it.
Given not out by oh, who is it? Oh, what's an N? Yeah, good job we don't have as involved in that.
I'm pulling the
review.
replay here just to see how
See if
far
it was
outside
close.
leg that was. Yeah, and it was 40 yards outside leg.
Is that all?
Impact was outside leg, and it was missing. Oh, just flicking the top of leg. But
Good appeal then.
yeah, it was.
I think if that
Perhaps
didn't
not.
turn, it would have been a wide down leg.
I think it would have been a wide in Karachi.
Optimistic, to say the least.
Yep.
Good 10th wicket partnership here for Attock.
And that's dropped.
And as I speak, what have we just witnessed there? In the words of
Oh,
Ricky Ponting.
that is our next find of the day. I believe that's
Matt McCarthy.
It is, and we're going to have a replay of it as well, just to make him feel even
McCarthy.
worse about it. He's just lobbed it to mid-wicket.
Empty those
Oh.
pockets, please, McCarthy.
Yes, Bablake really should look at their fielding after this game.
That's poor.
I
That's
think
poor,
working
isn't
on the two-handed throw has overtaken the catching.
Wait.
Weeds will be fuming with that, won't he?
He picks this one up cleanly though.
Good bounce there from
Beats him
Yardley.
with the change of pace there.
Yeah, but had a long time these pair, for not many runs, but they're still out there.
Yeah.
Oh, number 11's unleashed.
A lot on that one.
Just
One
very
bounce
straight
that
down
goes
the
for
line.
4.
Shape of the
That
head
is a
from
wonderful
Yardley as he
stroke.
walks back. Looks up to the heavens, can't
Really
understand.
Putting Yardley in
Dive
his
from Clark
place.
behind the stumps as well.
Really taking advantage of the stiffness there.
Yeah, that's not a shot of the tail ender, is it?
No, he's got to be looking to go up the order in the next game, hasn't he? I mean, he's probably one of the highest scorers.
He might have to swap with Khan.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going again. He's obviously had the word from the skip.
Goes for 4.
He's given him the wave from the balcony. He said, "Go for it, son."
I think this
Back-to-back
answers the comment
boundaries.
from Oliver Eames as to whether they'll look to back the overs out.
Yeah, they've
That's
taken the
another
decision now.
batting
They're at
point.
150. They're going to go for it. They're going to get some quick runs on the board.
Now the question is, will they push for the 175?
I think we've got to, haven't they? I think that's
Looks like
your
they're pushing
next
for
target.
200
Yeah,
here.
plenty of time. That
Give
might be
away
sitting
a bit
wide,
too much
actually. Not
there.
sure. Who's that stick that in? Oh no, the old what's her name? I didn't see it.
Very rude comment for you to make about the bowler, to be honest, Sam.
Wheezy's carrying on.
What so?
I think we need a more aggressive field here. I don't think these
run
ones
there.
down to long on and long off are quite what's required at 150 for 9. Certainly not a move I think that Cowley would do in real life. I think he'd have everybody in the ring. Maybe cow out. Josh can go out there on his own.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to see if the skipper is still looking at his phone at first slip. Would he like to comment on the field placings and why he's doing them?
Yeah, I think. Well, I'd like to think Tom would agree with me. He'd have everybody in except Cow.
Well, clearly he doesn't, because he hasn't.
In real terms.
I might disagree with you actually, Emo, with me being a cow. I think I might have the helmet on at this point.
Yeah, good point. Who would you have at Cow then?
Maybe you really.
I suppose it probably would.
Ari likes to come in short. Yardley likes to grab.
Oh, great shot.
I'll say it's square leg.
Yeah.
We've got the uppercut again. This is a popular
That's a
shot so far
productive
today.
shot, isn't it?
Yeah, Cowley's out there on the German
Very
boundary.
useful shot on
He's
this
got to
ground.
chase that one.
Very interesting tactic having the captain on the German boundary.
Yeah. He obviously
Yeah,
fancies
but he's still
himself out
managing.
there.
He's still managing to change the field every delivery.
Yeah, he's very authoritative.
He's easy to see with those arms.
Yeah, you certainly know where he is. Been a little bit worrying from a Bablake point of view here. 160, you know, they were at 100 for 7. Letting it slip a little bit.
Yeah.
That's been a very, very good partnership.
Hopefully the pitch is going to hold up for the second innings. Otherwise, Bablake might have a little bit of a worry on
I
that.
fancy this is going to be a tricky little target for Bablake here.
It's a very good delivery.
Another cut shot there. Machine King.
It must be said that Yarn has been a lot more expensive than he would have liked in this innings,
Sure.
especially compared to the spinners.
Yeah, 42 off 8 is...
Even Eames has been less expensive.
no, that's... oh, he's saying something. Very short. No, it's too short. The umpire has given the wide.
Good work from Clark there. He's
Yeah, good goal.
only 3 foot nothing, but he's managed to grab that one above his head.
He's adjusted his position accordingly. He knows the short ball's coming in.
They take
It
a
must be
single.
said that over the winter, Clark McCallum's lost a fair bit of weight and height.
He's lost height. Oh dear.
We are looking a very trim team.
I was going to say, he's certainly
Season.
lost weight. He's a very trim lad now. Good bowling from Yardley. A rare dot ball.
Oh, nice bowling.
It must be said that Tom Yardley does look very small next to Azhar Ali.
Skip thought that was close. I couldn't believe it.
He's walking away in
Got a
disgust.
review. They've got a review left. I wonder if they'll come into action in the end of this innings.
The batsman didn't know where that was
Well,
going.
if it's anything to go by how they use the last review, I wouldn't think it's going to be too useful.
No, that was a strange one. But I mean, it was Azhar Ali. We can only blame Az for that. He was the one that called for the review. The skip didn't actually want to.
Well, I've been
not
mentioned in
able
a
to
comment
get
by the scorer,
I'm just getting it now.
asking if I'm in a cupboard, and if so, can I be let out to get ready to bat?
You're asking if you're in a cupboard, Ross?
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
You do sound a little
I am.
distant, but
It's
you're not
not-
too
it's-
bad.
I think
It's not by
Kevin.
will.
think
If
Kevin
someone
actually-
can hear this, I'd love to be let out.
Yeah, someone help me.
Kevin, I
Swing and a
think
miss.
this is technically not a
Misjudging
cupboard.
that
I
one.
think it's a closet that Ross is in.
There is a room that the next game will be played in Narnia. I'm already on
Excellent.
the way there.
Oh, right, both these batsmen into the 20s
Top man
now.
for this, it really is.
Another
These are really-
expansive shot from Rashid Khan.
Well,
They're
he has to
off.
go with number 11 at the other end.
Just the one bounce forward.
He's really playing nicely. His captain must be regretting what batting order he's put out here.
Easy won't be happy. It was just ruining his bowling
What?
phase a little bit there.
Whatever moron put him at number 9 must be Really
Edged.
unhappy.
Oh, he's very confident. He's gone to the green bar at the bottom, so that must mean something.
They're just on the verge of the 175 now. They've just snuck up on that.
Yeah, haven't they? Just very valuable runs.
Run rate creeping up towards 4 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was down at 3.5. I think.
shot.
That's another
4
boundary for
runs.
Rashid Khan. Wheezy getting the Cowley treatment.
Bits here.
Yeah, his captain will be pleased with him, but the treasurer of the club will be fuming at the minute.
Yeah, there is currently a car boot sale going on outside Lahore Stadium to pay for this innings.
I just turned away for one. We've got 5
Reasonably
overs
good
left.
over there.
Somehow, I was convinced that we'd get some overs, but that's not looking
Going
less
at
less
pace
likely
now.
now.
He's taken the strike there.
Oh, it's even more less likely now. Rory's back on. Gone for
So the economy
another
of
style.
4.3, they're really going to look to push it up to the 200 mark, I
Big appeal.
That looks very, very close to me.
I'm not giving
Not
him.
sure
Not
how the
giving.
batsman
I'm going to get the
survived.
big eye on that. There might be a
Crazy
review.
appeal.
I mean, personally, I thought it was going down.
think. Good close
So
up
we
of
will
Yardley.
look at Big Eye and see what it thinks.
Excellent commentary.
Gibbs
Classic
is not
in-swinger
to do
from
that.
Rory.
Yeah, it's his natural shape, isn't it? Unfortunately, it's not going to do him well for LWs.
That's
Oh, he
it.
snicked it away down to third. Well retrieved, good throw. Straight over the stumps.
Yeah, good captaincy to have a man down there if they're throwing the bat at it at this stage.
Yeah, fancy a slip. I think if he's skipping, there he is. I was just going to say, he needs a slip in there as well, I fancy. He's bored himself. And so probably sort of 2.5, I would guess that is. But then he's got a man on the 45. I'm not so sure about that.
Just a lack of concentration there.
Maybe they'll just tick one over for the...
It looks like the fly slip from Phil Longley to me.
It does, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Oh, they've dropped third now. They've dropped him back, which is a wise move from the skip.
Yeah, no, Ross, that can't be the fly slip from Longley. He's wearing white, actually. He's not wearing grey.
Rory's finished it up. Good lad.
Yeah, good effort,
Little
Rory.
snippet he
Are they
snipped
going to
behind.
review?
I think you may as well review. It's the last wicket.
With,
Nothing to lose here.
Yes, and
Really
he
just want to see
he
if
has
they can
elected to
keep
review.
it
There was
going.
certainly a noise, and I think it has to be back. But
Well,
the
they've
last
got a
wicket,
couple
why
of
not?
reviews, haven't they? Got to use
He's
one.
got to. Wise.
Rashid Khan won't be happy if he is left stranded here.
He won't. But another take for McCallum behind the stumps.
Particularly when it looked like it was going to be a wide.
Big nick on a edge over.
Looked like it actually went through the handle of the bat.
Of course, there's nothing on Snicker on hotspot
I
there.
don't think there's ever anything on a hot spot, is there?
That's why they've deleted it in
Not sure about that angle.
modern Test cricket.
I think you want to be on the other side for the snicker, would you?
I believe as well
And
there
the
are two
decision
Junaid
remains
Khans
out
playing
on
in this
review.
game.
Islamabad City.
Well, he's given it in
However,
any
just
case, and they
one
walk
review.
off. I think they'll be quite happy with the recovery there.
Yes, and
No one able to
obviously
make
you
what a
can't say
70.
what sort of score it is until both sides are batted, but I think Bablake will be pretty happy with this score.
Yeah, they probably should have just looked to tick along a bit slow towards the end there. Not throw his hands at a wide one.
Oh, we'll just
But
look
I
for a
have
few
worked
highlights
for that
here, I
point.
think. We'll probably have a 5-minute break, just to let people get a drink or whatever they want to do, have a toilet
Yeah.
break, whatever. I'll let the highlights run and we'll get the scorecards up so we can have a look at the figures, etc.
Meanwhile, I'm going to get ready to bat.
Yeah, good
If
luck,
anyone
Rosa.
does want to let
Take
me
your
out of
time
this
out
cupboard,
there. Lots
there
of
is a
time.
ransom being proposed by the person keeping me in here of £24,000.
Oh no,
Um,
that's far too much.
If you could send that to a bank account, because I have got some bills going out soon.
Yeah, we've heard that before, Rosa. Asking for 500 quid off people, we're a disgrace.
It's always worth a try. I'm not paid as much as Rashid Khan.
No, he'll be happy with that, won't he? 30 red or something.
Looking through the highlights here, I'm not sure about some of the shots that were played by the Athletic batsmen.
No, there's some strange ones, isn't there?
Khan won't have been very happy with that dismissal. And neither will Khan.
Right, how do I get the scorecard up? I'll flick through those for everybody. Just what do I do the scorecard?
Hit circle.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
The editors here at Bob Sports must be taking a little break at the minute, I think.
A lot of scores there, a lot of sort of teams that didn't go on.
We're set to get
Oh, it's
underway
gone.
again. I suspect we won't be around too long. Should be a quick chase.
There we go, let's get that scorecard back.
so be back up.
Afternoon, gents.
Good afternoon.
I was just looking through the bowling figures there. We've got a couple of wickets there for Rory, Josh, and Matt McCarthy, and then one everywhere
Very well
else.
shared around,
Yardley,
actually.
myself, and Tom.
I think overall a very good performance there from the Bablake Old Boys
I
bowlers.
think you've got to be happy with that overall. I think you'd take that before, wouldn't you? A bit disappointing to go from 100 for 7 to
10th wicket
174,
partnership
but
will be an issue, but
I think the standout there is probably Clark McCallum with the five.
yeah, definitely
Five
looking at the
was it
catches
five
there.
catches
Yeah,
and a run out, was it? Or
yeah,
four and
yeah.
a
He's
run
got
out?
five catches, and then was involved in the run out for the first wicket. So.
we've got a question here actually from Morgan Eames asking if I'm going to be worried about the bowling of Khan in this innings.
Which Khan?
Yes.
Which Khan? And if it's Rashid Khan, I'd love to see him last
The
that one.
right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the
Oh, we've got
southern
Hamza Nadeem. Is this the Hamza that bowls very, very fast on a Tuesday night, Josh?
I don't know, could be.
I think it might be.
He did in the last game of last season take 7 for 7 against Solihull Muni.
Well, he's just bowled a bumper to you first ball, Rosa.
A pretty sharp one as well.
Very interesting defensive shot as well.
And the captain's gone with Tom Yardley to open the batting and the bowling today. We'll see how that goes for him.
Making the most of his subs.
Wait.
I don't know
Nicely
when he
passing
managed to
away
score
first
95.
Oh, I think that was on one of the trial runs.
Well, hopefully he brings his best for this.
Absolutely,
big
yeah.
game.
I think we'd take a 95 today.
Yep.
A well fielded, really good work out there.
Oliver Eames, it will help if you open your
They
eyes then.
get a single.
Yep.
It's good to see Eames' family giving a lot to the conversation in this chat. Supporting their brother. Their superior brother.
Well, he claims he can't hear it, can't see it, sorry. I fancy that's just because he hasn't got the...
I think he means he's not on his break anymore.
No,
so
he's just listening through
probably
the...
got his...
I should be writing to Marks and Spencer's immediately to say that their employees aren't acting professionally. Good lord, what's that hair?
That's
like Chris
accurate.
Gale.
I know the player. That is incredibly accurate.
The Shields as well.
And the shields.
Safely plays that along the
Nicely nudged into the offside from Yardley. And number one is chasing with his green boots.
good precision.
Bit of treacle out there by the looks of things.
He's done well in that over.
I think that's Khan.
This bowler really can
That's an
get these spinning a
extraordinary
long
bit of
way.
fielding.
Let's see how they go.
Because he was only 5 yards out.
Oh, and they're bringing on Khan. Well, other end.
Spin early.
Waiting.
Very
Okay,
early.
man.
Manning very close in there on the leg side. It's just collecting the ball.
Yeah, two different captaincy styles here, clearly.
Should say at this point, any more questions are always welcome.
Misreads that a bit and can't
Unless they're
get
from
a shot
Ollie
away.
Eames.
Wait.
Those that haven't seen, certainly for the likes of Oliver who are only listening, 175 is the target.
Yeah, they didn't quite get to that third batting point. I thought they might have just pushed a single to
They'll be very disappointed with that.
get there.
Waiting.
Yeah, so I don't think it was particularly thinking cricket by the number 11 to have a wild thwack outside off stump.
Yeah.
His captain
I mean, if he-
disappointed with him.
If he'd have left it and got the wide, they'd have got to that point. But
That's right.
he wanted more.
That's probably why he's batting at number 11 there.
You don't often see us sweep the 12th ball of the innings, do you?
Nor from Tom Yardley.
No. A steady start, 4 from 9. Rosa with 100% strike rate.
Good shot.
Yardley clothing. Oh, not anymore.
No, he's obviously heeded the commentators' comments.
I've
No,
seen,
that's-
I've seen that
after that
shot
last
before
one.
at Aston Manor.
Yeah,
where
that is
they
a
did
classic.
go for 6.
He's a classic Yardley shot there.
Fortunately, I did get to Aston Manor in time to see that shot.
Ah.
Just about.
I think we decided you've been late on the last 2 occasions to Aston Manor.
I have, yes. It's the first time I was very drunk.
Wow, we all were.
Yeah. But I did make the
That's
start
a
of the
nice
game.
back run.
Runs to the
A
boundary.
lovely drive from Rosa.
Oh. Excuse me
True.
while I just go into a private room thinking about that shot.
So, get back in that
In
cupboard.
your closet, Rosa.
Saw the full face of the GM back there. Oh, very long grass, but it's still just about made it.
Yeah, well, the ball was 91.4 miles an hour, so you'd hope, pace on. You'd hope you'd get it away to the boundary.
Just heard some clapping from the other room, realised my mum is in fact watching this. Hi mum.
Oh! Comment of the day.
I hope she claims that she doesn't have to come to any more games now.
So, just tell her that this isn't
be
your
very happy
usual
about
innings,
that.
6 off 4.
Yeah.
He's aware. That's why the clapping's happening to miss my only boundary decision.
No one can believe it. Good nudge into the leg
One
side.
more to the score.
Yeah. Sensible cricket.
Good early start. Into double figures. 15.
Yeah, Bablake probably needs to look at keeping some wickets in the hutch here. I think that's going to be the key to this chase.
No, couldn't agree more.
I think Arnold's going to be getting a nosebleed about that strike rate.
The big man Nadim's coming back in. He's got him on some good pace though. 92.
Yardley solidly behind it though. He's looking very, very good.
Wait there.
Could be a long innings here from
And
Tom
the end of
Yardley.
a tidy over.
Well, can only hope.
Oh, he's bowled a big 9 overs in the first innings, so hopefully he's got the fitness for it.
Has he got the minerals?
Plays that
Rosa on the
nicely
sweep.
along the ground.
Again, that popular spot sort
They'll
of
get
mid
one
on,
there.
long on for the sweep, rather than the conventional around the corner, but gets him a run.
Good to see,
Tries to drive
see
that,
myself
but
get off
missed
strike to
time.
spinner.
Yeah, but you don't want to be there early, do you? You want the pace on the
I
ball.
don't want to be there at all.
Wait there.
I'd rather face the 90-mile-an-hour rapid guy.
Big heave ho from Yardley, didn't connect very well.
That's Yardley's game, though. It's a part of it, isn't it? We put
it's
up with
not
that
connecting
shot every
very
now
well.
and then.
Pulls it, and it's
An
full.
interesting shot just round the corner. Just using the pace.
Very delicate.
Very deft.
Good short.
That's getting my mum's approval.
Good clapping, good clapping. like a Thursday night at 8 o'clock in the Ross Arnold household.
No shot on offer for that one.
Oh, very watchful there.
Very unyardly, wasn't it? But
Good
you've
lead,
got to
good
respect the
lead.
good balls.
I very much appreciate that. I haven't seen enough of that from myself in the series.
Appeal for that one.
We all know the
You
crowd
should
don't like
have
to
learnt
see
from the
these
previous
attacks.
ball
Oh
there.
no! Oh no!
Is there going to be a review though? It's under consideration.
You can see that Tariq Khan is green with envy. Wishing he was out there batting.
I think the old what's the name stuck the finger up to that one, and he's got to go, Yardley, unfortunately. It brings Joshua Manning to the crease. High score 98.
He's been in very good form this season. We'll see if that continues.
It's the end of the over. It's a new over, so it's Ross Arnold on strike, and he's on the pull straight away.
We're not talking about me being on the pull in front of my mother.
About to face their first ball.
It's no way that you get two commentators commenting on their own innings.
Yeah, this is probably a world first that Ross and Josh both commentating on their own innings.
Yeah.
No run.
Got to be watchful of the running between the wickets here. We know these two got a bit of a history.
Keep very talkative, you pair.
Yes, we have Josh, who's got a history of running, and Ross, who has a history of not.
Well, they do appear to run on two different planets.
One of which is made of treacle.
Treacle Town. No, it's alright, it's going okay.
Time that
A flash
absolutely
away from
perfect.
Byrne through the German.
Well played.
Nice, that's a little away.
Yeah, that's one
Very,
of my
very
favourite
nice
shots
stroke.
there.
It's certainly
Red
one of his
ball
shots.
that,
A nice flash of the Woodstock blade there.
Yeah, John will be proud.
Big up to Johnny Woodstock.
Yeah, thanks, John. Lovely bats.
If you fancy making me a bat for free, that'd be much appreciated.
If we maybe tell him about our what was our max?
Innings.
Little too eager in
If we
that
tell him about our
delivery.
16
No
viewers, he might well be persuaded.
Yes. Good advertising
Interestingly, sorry to interrupt, we've got a free hit.
here. Ooh.
Josh is on strike.
95 mile an hour, that one. That would have.
Wow.
Josh always loves to ask what shots I like to play if I'm facing a free hit. So what shot are you thinking, Josh?
I'm thinking go straight. Just go straight over the bowler's
You're right,
head.
you have
Good
gone
work in the
straight.
field there.
Probably caught. Yeah.
Went very high.
It's alright, it's got a couple of runs.
I'll take that. Better than missing the free hit.
Nice nudge into the offside and bring another couple of runs, I fancy.
Kept it fairly tight in that over.
It's all looking rather plain sailing for Bablake at this point.
Yeah, good
Not
strike
too
rate, good
soon,
run rate,
but it is looking fantastic at the minute for the old boys.
Going at 6 and over, not going to take too long.
No
Three.
Arnold facing the spinner could pose problems.
Oh, he's managed to get himself off strike, so could help him along. Arnold into double figures.
He's flying along now.
It must be
isn't he?
said,
10 off 8.
the loss of a wicket in this partnership could cause the loss of a commentator to a massive strop.
At least it's not Emo, because he's the host. If he was
Yeah.
to rage
Yeah,
quit,
if
that's
I
the
rage
game.
too much, that's I'll be taking my ball and going home. No, I'd like to think I won't be required in this innings. I hope the top 6 batsmen are going to do the job for us, 6, 7 batsmen.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
do our
Ari's,
best to put the commentators first.
That's hit the
Ari's in at 4.
Huge
He's had
appeal.
a good season so far. So should
Not
be.
out the decision.
We won't
I
talk
like
about
the
Carter at 5. That looks
been
very,
okay.
very close to LBW there.
It's good. Well, it's not been reviewed. We've got a big eye check on it now.
A couple of good reviews last game, so we'll see how this one would have turned out.
We've got lots of traffic light colours.
Nowhere near.
Good decision not to review it there from Atuk.
Temporary technical issues, but we're back on.
Sorry about that. On.
We, on behalf of Bob Sports, we do apologise.
There you go, back on.
We are going to be firing
Sorry
Joe
about
Keane
that.
after this.
Control died. Which means I've got to sit on the floor and watch it now.
But for a second there we had 0 people watching.
Yeah, I did as well, yeah. Well,
The
Josh
whole
trying to play that
cricket team
that
viewers.
uppercut again, but you've got symbol hands behind the stumps.
Oh, is that dropped by the keeper as well?
Didn't hear
Sure, you got anything on it?
much
I
excitement.
believe it was a drop behind the stumps.
Oh, well, that's much better
That's a
execution
good
there from Byrne.
Yeah, that's the shot you want to play. Just as long as there's no one out on the German, it's
Yeah, it's very safe, isn't it? Very safe.
I'd love to see a demonstration of that shot from you in person at some point.
Attack from the southern end.
That'll
We can
be
get Tom Cowley in a net to bowl at you and you demonstrate that shot.
no problem.
So I'm going to change a bowler.
Poor
Can't
average
come
from
into
this,
the attack.
this chap.
Left arm over.
With 1 wicket in his career. Can he add a second to it?
I think they do need a second early wicket. These two could do the job. Could go the whole way.
Another run added to the score.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's only got 1 wicket when he's bowling up to 88 miles an hour. Thought that would have got a couple more people in the Warwickshire Prem.
Well, in the Warwickshire League, it's not all about the pace, it's about what you can do with it. And clearly, hasn't been doing enough with the ball.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep.
Nice bit of team fielding.
It's a very slow outfield here in Lahore.
Not quite creep over.
The rain we've had during the day, a few thunderstorms.
As well as all the sun, will obviously cause the skip sunburn.
Just imagine how bad it would be if it had been sunny.
And they get
Rain
through
and
for
sun
one.
at the same time.
Yep, good single there.
Raindrops making the sun worse.
Been no issues with the running so far.
Oh, you've
Strike rate here
jinxed it
from
there,
Manning,
haven't you?
15 off 12.
Wait there.
Good run rate for the innings overall, actually.
Yeah, just ticking along nicely.
Manning as well resisting the urge to play in his shovels, resulting in him still being at the crease.
Yeah, I'd quite like to see him play a
5
shovel
runs
at
out of
87.4, to be honest. It'd be an interesting spectacle.
Rashid, the right arm,
here he is.
coming into the attack from the media centre.
Yes, the wrist spin of the overseas pro comes into the attack. This will be Morgan's question answered as to whether Roz is going to struggle.
Yo.
Instant no
All the
ball,
worry
but the
kick in.
umpire hasn't given it. Come
Bowling
on,
on,
what's
the
the
Can't
next,
give
name?
it
Look
a
at the
name.
look at the foot.
bowling on the next wicket along.
But I've survived a ball from Rashid Khan, and that is my career made.
Plays
Played
that
very
nicely
happily.
along the ground.
I think seeing him off here is probably a good tactic. Yeah, good from Ross, just ticking over.
Yep, catch it.
That is as far as I've ever hit a ball in my life.
Big flick into the leg side from Byrne. Nice and high. It's
There's
just
no
one
one out
bounce.
The tactics here from these two, they battle a lot together. Arnold knowing that Manning is better against spin. Happy to watch from the other end.
Yeah, that's a good decision.
Beautiful shot.
more here. Good running from the pair.
Also, for those of you viewing, if you want to let us know what you think the end result of this game will be. If you think as well that there's going to be a run out in this partnership, or if Rashid Khan's going to embarrass us, please let us know.
Oh, we're embarrassing Rashid Khan at the minute.
We are.
Solid start for the old boys. 50 nearly, 48 for 1, 8.
There is the famed Bablake collapse to come though.
Trouble.
Big appeal.
Big trouble.
That's a really good delivery, taking their first wicket in limited overs cricket.
That does look extremely close. Will we see a review here?
No review. Running goes.
Josh, why have you given up so soon?
I don't know. Sorry, lads.
Well, we've got the big eye on it, so we're going to see what
Harrison, ready to face their first ball.
people. Yeah, it looks pretty straight from here, I must be honest.
So the second wicket ever for Junaid Khan in the Wiltshire League.
And it's a beauty. It's a good ball. I struggle to see how he's not got
Wow,
more.
yeah, I mean, sometimes you just get a good nut there.
And the man that Bablake have relied on through the tournament so far has
He's backing up
gone.
from Rosa. Good lord, what does this man look like? He's burnt his nose, ears and mouth, and he's got something on his left arm.
And Shields.
And shields.
Yep.
Oh, good full delivery from, presuming Khan.
They get a single.
Actually don't know. Oh yeah, it's Khan, okay.
I believe it's one of 2 Junaid Khans in this game.
Good to see Ari batting in the floppy despite the very fast bowling on show.
Typical Aussie, show no fear.
And a single.
Absolutely, that's what you want. Good attitude.
May regret it if he gets sconned, but we shall see.
Oh yeah, we could have a Bora situation, and no one wants that.
Yep, first and only time I've ever seen sawdust used for blood.
A fine flick into leg side from the Aussie with his Woodstock. Just a 1 bounce ball, just to get him going. Lovely hold of the pose there.
Can't imagine Junaid would be very happy about that. I feel like this could be a very short ball coming.
Well, the field would suggest so. We've got a deep fine leg and a cow, sort of straightish cow.
Wait.
Reasonably good over there.
It's a big blow losing Josh early in only the 8th over.
Yeah, Ari's making up for it though. Some nice shots here.
Wait there.
Ross are playing a very typical Ross Island innings, just sticking around, accumulating runs.
Well,
I'm frankly just playing for the crowd here. Nobody wants to see attacking shots.
The
They
situation
came here to see
would
blocking.
suggest it's fine. I think you're doing a fine job so far.
looks like run rate won't be a problem, so probably good tactic from Ross really.
Fielding from the man in short. Ross are waving at his mum in the crowd there.
Hi!
Wait there.
Oh, he's down on the sweep, unfortunately. Picks the fielder out, very Ross-like.
He's got all of that space. When he hits the man. Very familiar.
That never happens.
Oh, he squeezed it into the gap there. He might pick up a couple here if he gets his skates on.
2 run.
And he actually has got his skates on as well. Wow.
You're happy with your running there?
He's
Very
First
similar
run
deliveries. Going to be a similar result, I think. Yeah, another couple of runs.
He plays that nicely. Gets 2.
Very good
James
throat
Taylor
rotation so
approves.
far. He's clearly been working on his leg of spin. Thank you, James.
Oh, very big
Good
flail
bowling in
from
that
Ross
over.
after that ball, but he's getting away with it. It's just tripled to short third, to short fine leg, sorry.
Yeah, with that famed uppercut.
He's not got that in
And
his
he's
locker.
turning into you.
Junaid to carry on. Ari on strike.
10 overs gone.
Yeah, good
Not
first
too
10, I
bad
think, for
start,
Bablake.
Bablake.
Yeah, 10 and over.
Yeah, I think
Just
I'd
a
give
couple of
Bablake the
wickets.
winner that first 10 overs. Into the second power play now, of course.
Yeah, just the one further fielder allowed outside.
Wait there.
Must be said, it's a very good tactic here, putting the big man at short and wicket. Oh, and they haven't anymore. Never mind. Into the field.
Their
Bit
captain's
of madness here. Ross are
plays
trying
a
to turn it
missile.
into the leg side, and they go for the very quick run, which is just a leg by. Big
their
dive.
captain's changing the field almost as much as TC was.
Must be said that it is a strength of Arnold where leg byes are a very rich scoring route for him.
Yeah.
And a big on drive from Ari, which just gets a thick inside edge down
They'll
to
get
fine
one
leg.
there.
Very
Gets him a run.
diversifying from the usual cover drive.
Yep.
Good rotation of the strike here from the two Bablake batsmen.
Yeah, Briefcase is obviously up that part of his game for this season.
Yep.
Another single down to fine leg.
Batsmen weren't given much of
Good
an
stuff.
opportunity in that over.
Yep.
Rashid Khan not having the desired effect yet for the home side.
Being quite expensive as well.
And 2 runs at
It's a
it.
good shot from Ari. And some good running between the wickets as well to pick up the
Moved to
second.
10 off 8. Yes, he won't be very keen with all this running, Rosa.
Waiting.
And at least the sun's gone in, so the skipper can cool down from his sunburn injury.
I hear he's having an ice bath in the changing rooms there with the
2
recovery
runs
of
off
that skin.
delivery.
Little change of field for Rashid. He's not very happy with someone. I'm not surprised going for 16 at 2.4.
Probably himself he's not very happy with.
He looks to be bowling
He's had a
very
long time
slow
off
for
from
Rashid
there.
Khan.
That's a nice flighted ball as well, just snipped away.
Having seen that feature on Sky Sports the other day, it really shows how far downhill Mark Trescothick has gone. When he found Rashid Khan so hard to play, and yet these two will make it look very easy. Oh, interesting tactics from the keeper there. Oh, we're going to see a replay of something.
Not out.
Oh,
Maybe what happens when you're in charge and you panic when you put it on when you win it.
I wanted to find out if it was a snick, but I just went on the first thing that I thought it might be.
No, to be fair, it would say if there was a snick, it would say bat as impact. So
Oh, would
clearly
it?
There wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright then. Sorry, I did panic.
another single from Briefcase.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Rosa. This is a side to the game that we haven't seen from him for the last 15 years, but
surviving the first 12 or?
Yep.
Anything. Any of the rotation of strike, the speed of
And they get a
running.
single there.
I mean, any of the above.
Gosh, you must be ecstatic surviving this long, 20 off 26. Wow.
You don't know which end of the bat to hold, Jake. Shut up.
Wow.
Didn't
You
get
and
any
your brother.
Oh dear, well,
You can't.
the commentator's curse is struck and Roz has played outside of stump. Then it's just snicked one through.
Review that, surely.
That's the shot of the.
There is going to be a discussion in the middle if there was a review.
That's the shot of an Atop number 11 batsman, I think, Ross.
I think quite rightly they've neglected to use the review.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Rosa goes for 20 off 27. But a good start. It gets us up to 69 to 3.
Yeah, there was more back there than a Chinese market, Ross.
And, the number one comes into bat now, Matt McCarthy. He's not in a great vein of form.
He has got 100 though in one of his games. Whee!
Oh, great shot.
It's boundary early up.
Just below us, we've seen a broken window in the Bablake changing rooms.
Ah, yeah, Rosa's
Or a
punched
broken
something.
door.
Yep.
Genuine snick from Matt McCarthy there, just towards third man. That's third up to 74. 101
Form has
to
been
win.
an issue running up to this game. Obviously started the season opening the batting, but requested to move down. Weirdly via Facebook comment.
Ends that over.
Yeah, he wasn't best pleased, was he? I was very proud of his first innings for the club actually at Four Oaks when he was just 10 off 10 overs before he went mental. And gone. I admired his
Plays out
patience with that
defensively.
innings.
Good ball.
And I
Yeah.
still managed to make him look fast that day.
He's doing alright here, he's 5 off 3.
Wait there.
Interesting field there from a man who I assume is calm.
There's a good chance it will be Khan Ross, yeah.
I had a question from Kev. Have we had any scores from other teams?
Wait.
We don't know because we're on the other side of the world.
You don't care.
I don't know what the fixtures are today. I know that we do have a copy of all of our fixtures, so we will be doing all the games hopefully, but I don't know about everybody else.
Yep.
4 runs, the bowler will know
I
that
do hear the
ball
weather's quite
deserves
nice in
to be
Manchester,
smacked.
so there's a good chance that there will be some games played. So another fine uppercut.
That uppercut's been a very productive shot today.
Yeah, particularly off the slower bowlers.
Waiting.
Logically. And Rashid Khan is getting absolutely smashed here. Another long pop there from him. Saved by the fielder.
The runs required goes below 100.
Wait there.
Yep, 7 men in the
Bowling
hutch.
there. Captain quiet.
Hopefully it'll be enough.
You'd fancy Wasp is putting Bablake at a decent chance of winning now.
Big googling that over as well, hadn't noticed that.
Waiting.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Wow.
Yep. Catch.
Quite expansive shot there from Murray into the leg side. The bowler rubs his ball on his balls and comes in for another delivery.
Yes, if anyone wants to get in touch with us, use the hashtag Khan's Balls.
There's some fantastic hashtags today. How many viewers are we on,
High
anybody?
in the air.
We're still going worldwide. 9.
It's a lovely shot by McCarthy, attacking when he's coming down the order, isn't he?
Lovely
He's
shot
hit
is
high
one
on
way
the
of
bat,
putting
but
it.
it's,
Some may say heinous slog.
I don't think he would. I think he'd say controlled loft
He
over
wouldn't,
the
no.
onside.
Just a lack of
Tried to
concentration.
hit that one into the leg side as well. I don't think that was quite the right shot on this occasion.
It's usually the correct shot would include the ball hitting the bat.
That's very true.
Catch it!
Thankfully this delivery has done. He's just out to steep square and pull.
Going to have a change in the commentary
It's
box.
15 overs
Joining
done.
me now is
And the
Mel
drinks are out,
Jones.
which
Thanks,
again,
lads.
I'm hoping
Good
they
to
won't
be
be
back.
drinking because it is Ramadan. Spit it out. Spit.
Very good of Gatorade also to sponsor the Warwickshire League.
Yeah, fantastic.
And have the disappearing water bottles as well.
Plays
If
it
anyone
nicely along the ground.
notice those.
Poor fielding from Khan. The ball spun away from his feet there. I'm going to get another look at that, and I'm not quite sure what happened there. And it didn't look too tricky. It's a straight drive. From experience, they don't spin a lot, but this one's had some serious spin. Just a pat back from McCarthy. He's up to a runner ball. And again, I think the skip will be in his ice bath and he'll be quite pleased with what he sees out there.
And they get a single there.
It's all looking like plain sailing for Bablake at this point.
Yep, catch
It
it.
is certainly Attock will be
There's
looking
been
for a
bit of
wicket.
twist in this game.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's put that away nicely. It's a poor ball. Bit of a
Saved
drag
wide.
out.
I think anything down leg side deserves that sort of treatment.
Wait there.
Did we get an answer as well on who won the toss? Because obviously that brings on the
5
question
runs
whether
added there.
it's 24 points or 20 we're going for here.
Oh, of course. No, I'm sure. Where will it say? It will say it on the menu, won't it? Surely.
I don't think it will, no.
Perhaps?
I tell you what,
I'll have a look. Don't worry.
you're going to start the stream and
Progress.
have a look.
That's not good. I'm sure we can find that out.
Well, they are just one away from 50 ODI wickets. A solid start to their
Changing
career.
the bowling, Khan's coming on.
Interesting move bringing Khan on.
I don't think Bablake will be going for the projected score of 429. I think the 175 will probably do.
It was very interesting work by the graphics department here.
It was a toss won by
One more
Bablake.
to the score.
Ah.
So, no 24 is
so
an
it's
option.
only a 20. Skip is, well, he did say once we got our first 24 he'd shave his head, so he's obviously got that tactical route.
Didn't want to shave it again.
No.
I don't think you can really call that shaving his head, what he's done, to be honest.
No, that's just a light trim, isn't it?
Trim.
Waiting.
Bowler!
Been a very sedate over so far.
Yeah, I think the less drama the better from a Bablake point of view. Just tick along, move close to the target.
That could easily have hit the
The Aussie's
stumps.
lost his head a little
Well
bit there.
bowled.
He's gone for a wild swipe.
That was the bogan coming out in him.
That's better. Just nice relaxed push into the offside. Don't worry about time. Just get the 20 points and then get the beers in.
Yeah, well, they're over halfway now. We've got a long way to go.
Ah, what a good shot.
A lot of overs. And a lot of
Nice
wickets.
expansive shot from Larry there over the offside, which reduces the score a bit more.
It is always a joy to watch Ari driving through the covers.
Just a joy to
He
see
is
him
very
bat.
good in that area.
Yep, catch it! Keeper!
And a single taken.
Cartho very much enjoying that round the corner area today.
Yeah!
Safely plays that along the ground. One run there.
Nicely
Ari through
placed
the
to get a
covers,
single.
what a surprise. Very good delivery that was from Rashid Khan.
Yeah, nicely flighted.
I think that might be the first good ball we've seen from him.
And through for one.
That's beautifully placed out to the man at deep square leg.
Wait!
Very nearly caught there at square leg by Ari.
Yeah, that looked premeditated, I think.
I think it might well have been.
Top edge and the keeper takes it safely.
Yeah, a little twist in the tail here of Rashid Khan.
I was trying to work out how that was out then.
Genuine inside edge onto the pad and roots up to the keeper.
Great flip sector by the wicketkeeper.
ADS goes.
Azza is the new
And the
batter.
Australians have bottled it again.
But let's be honest, the man we all wanted to see is now striding to the wicket with his Newberry.
Azhar Ali, currently ranked as the best player in the world by the official rankings.
Well, hopefully if he can get a 40 or 50 red, I think the game will be won for Bablake.
I think if he could get a 14 or 15 red, the game may be won.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit to come.
Well, the skipper
McCarthy's
might be a
grinding
bit
away, he's
concerned
doing
now.
well,
He's
18 now.
had to get out of his ice bath and put his pads on his burnt limbs.
Yep!
That's a little short.
Put it away.
Dispatched.
Good shot, Cartho.
To a
Are we
rubble.
witnessing a return to form here from Matt McCarthy?
Waiting!
Just back to a run ball, McCarthy. He'll like that.
Again, looking very slim. He's obviously been on the same fitness regime as Tom Yardley.
I think, like Clark McCallum, he's also lost a bit of height.
Played that along the ground.
It must have been Clark's foot injury in the last rugby game, I think, that must
Yeah, you lose a bit of height from that.
have caused that issue.
They appear to have given it to Azhar Ali as well.
Very good over.
He's looking very gangly.
For over passes.
Yes, I don't think the ball will be very happy with that over.
Rashid
Bit of a
Khan
spray gun.
continuing. He's bowled 6 of his 10 overs already. We're not yet halfway through the innings.
Good delivery there. Had the batsman defending.
I fancy
Very
the top
difficult to
skipper's
take him
got to
off
be
after
looking for
last
wickets,
over.
hasn't he?
Well picked the googly there by Azhar Ali, but of course he did because he is just amazing.
Fantastic. And he's gone for the no lid, which again I appreciate.
Yeah, even with the 90-mile-an-hour bowlers on show.
They just don't pose a threat to him.
Looking forward to seeing the one-hander this season.
Catch it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Haven't seen them so far.
That goes for 4.
That's
That's
a
a
nice flail away through the German for his first boundary of the innings. Not a very Azhar Ali shot, but we all know he has every shot in the locker when required.
So we got him to
Some
number 1.
haven't even been invented yet. Not sure about selection on that sweep shot, it must be said.
No, I think he practiced
full.
a better shot there.
Yes, I agree.
He's been different fielding at short third, but he's got the long barrier just to make sure at the end.
It must be intimidating though for Rashid Khan having to bowl a Goliath of the game like Azhar Ali.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone that's done everything there is to do in the game. Rashid Khan must look up to him.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Another really good over there.
It's alright, he's just playing himself in here, Azhar. He knows he's got plenty of time. He's a true reader of the game.
Well, Azhar does tend to face a lot of dot balls, and then he will absolutely murder it over the bowler's head every now and then.
Yeah.
With it being Ramadan as well, I doubt he'll want to run too
Dive.
much.
Dive from Azhar.
Azhar's got very well
Continuing
acquainted with
his
this little horse methods. Those works are going to need to go in the washing machine when he gets home.
Wait.
Clark would be happy. 69 to win.
Batting way out of his crease there, Azhar Ali, even to the 85, 91 mile bowlers.
Well, we
Just
know
not
nothing
quick enough
phases
for
him.
Yep. Catch.
Oh, great
He
shot.
needs to make it feel faster for himself.
Lovely
Wonderful
shot.
stroke.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's more like him.
Perhaps
Big
it's just the
levers
manning
around.
Whee!
Unfortunately, it has broken the proverbial seal.
Oh no. Please make sure you mute when you go for that one.
I've already been 3 times. I'll leave the headset here. Because of course I'm connected to the PlayStation now because my controller died.
You don't want to be showing that to people outside the commentary box, obviously, with it being Ramadan and Pakistan.
No, of course. Nice nudge down to the far leg there, Azhar. And he just nicks the strike.
Not too bad from either side there.
Moves on to Nelson.
Oh, I think I need to stand on one leg then.
Oh, we've got
This
Azhar
bowler
Ali and
knows how to
McCarthy
give the
in
ball an
the moment.
almighty tweak.
Still plenty
Let's
of
see how they
batters.
go.
And we've got another spinner on. It's Khan.
Waiting.
Very bold move bringing Khan on at this stage.
Who would you
I
have
think
gone
I'd
for,
have
Ross?
I think I'd have brought on Khan actually, just to mix things up a bit.
Oh, yeah, either that or Khan.
Well, yeah, either way, I think you've got to take a bit of a risk, haven't you, here, the
I think
situation
Khan would
they're
have been a
in.
bit predictable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you go for Khan, then you're all right.
And the batsmen have looked very comfortable against Khan.
Yep.
Good nudge out for one to the deep cover from Az.
But looking very comfortable, as you'd expect from the world number one.
Oh no, double figures. I do apologise. Up to 10. What earth are you appealing for?
Very close.
That's a good shot he's gone for. Right shot, just poorly executed really.
Can we see Big Eye on that? Or?
Oh no, dropped.
It's another flay from McCarthy out to
dear.
cover. And looks like his own drop earlier.
Very
The man
poor
has
fielding.
just patted it onto the floor.
They're going to have to get some fines going there.
Well, I think
I think,
had to buy him a
I
drink
think
in the
they'll
bar
argue
later.
it's a drop from Khan.
It's a
I think
drop,
they'll
yeah.
argue that it was a good stop. We all know it was actually a terrible drop.
Oh, picks that one up.
Khan was very disappointed there.
I fancy McCarthy's going to punish them now with that 4
It's again.
Managed to
said
get some
already,
pace
it's a
on.
popular
Power on
shot.
that. One bounce forward. It is a shot that the whole Bablake team have been practicing clearly.
Well, I know how productive it is. It's
With
Interesting
Arnold
winter
the only one not
technique.
to master.
Interesting winter training where they've been practicing the late uppercut to spinners and throwing with both arms.
and it served them well in this game.
Well, we know that Josh Manning's been in charge of practicing over the last few years. It's clearly been something that he's pointed out as a weakness.
World-class coach.
Wait.
Got a good record this season. Shows looks like it's been working.
As I just
He
standing
certainly will have
tall
a
and
fair-
driving the ball away.
This goes for a Bablake win.
What do we need here? We're 60, 59 required.
Yep.
Oh, and that's a fortunate one for Bablake. But we'll take him any which way. It's another boundary.
Well, as the best player in the world, I think he placed it.
I mean, I think the keeper's got to be doing more than standing and not getting off his feet. He's at least got to look like he's interested in diving for it.
Probably looking at the
Then-
ball go past would be a start.
It was very Paul Williams-esque.
I was going to say he's been getting lessons from Martin Ivory.
Didn't like the look of that one. No
That's
shot
borderline
off.
wide, I would suggest.
Needs to bowl that again. It's a wide.
And the old what's-her-name's giving it. Good lad.
Yeah, that's a big wide really. Clearly outside the guide that one.
Wait there.
Bowler giving himself a bit of encouragement with a little clap there.
Very happy with that ball he bowled.
Yeah, had a little smile on his face.
Wait.
Looking a bit smug.
End of the over.
Well, it's an interesting
5
triangle
runs
here, isn't it?
coming from
Bowler as our extra cover has been a popular theme in this over. Require
Yes,
weight less than 2 now. It's 1.96.
The Belgian car in the cover there has
Yep.
been very...
Oh, terrible fielding there from cover. He's let it run through his legs, I think.
Oh,
And that's
didn't
a single.
bounce
them a
at
run.
all.
I think he's made a misjudgment there, to be honest.
I'm hoping we see a replay of it.
That's all there's some match fixing going on.
Let's drive out to cover again, and unfortunately the man stops it this time. He was also the man that dropped that catch, so he clearly needs to be removed from that area of the
He's having a
field.
good game.
Needs to be hidden. Oh, straight drive from those already. No run.
Run rate just slowing down a little bit here, but I don't think that will worry Bablake too much at this stage.
Okay, what we got here? We've got 26 and a half overs to go. I think
Wait there.
given it's 50 odd. I don't think that'll be an issue.
53, yeah.
No rain forecast, of
Controversially,
course.
Azraeli going for the grounded late cut there.
Yeah, that's not really paid off today. It's definitely the uppercut that seems to be the one.
Drop the catch.
I told them they needed to change this fielder.
He's having a shocker.
That's two he's dropped in there
That is,
now.
that is what
Two and a
Sir Geoffrey
misfield
Boycott
in the
would
last
call a cuckoo.
15 minutes.
He's
Absolute disgrace.
struggling with the Ramadan, this lad, I think.
He's going to have to get a loan to pay for these fines.
Can't be disappointed.
He couldn't catch coronavirus.
Oh yeah. He's got that stupid thing on his left wrist that's clearly not helping him.
Yep.
Oh, Matt's gone aerial.
That one over the road for six.
Away.
Yeah, it's a bit of a long hop, not deserve that treatment, really.
Any more area would have been called the Little Mermaid. It's the first time the Little Mermaid's ever been mentioned on a cricket commentary.
I fancy Matt's going to be watching it. He's got to be pleased with his performance today. He's had a good bowl. And he's on a nice innings here.
Just his field and let him down.
And the new bowler isn't calm.
No, it's not. It's the opening bowler, Hamza Nadeem, back on. It's been very expensive thus far.
He lets that go through to the keeper.
And Azar says, don't bowl that at me. And I'm leaving it.
Just having a quick look at the bowling before he absolutely dismantles it, I believe. Before going on the attack.
Oh no.
Plays it nicely along the ground.
Sorry, everybody. He's back to his more conservative cover drive.
We'll have to put terrible puns in our disclaimer.
Yeah, get it out there early. This programme may contain horrible puns.
Wait there.
There'll be a
Well
punishment
fielded
for
by old
Watson.
green boots. Thankfully I didn't hear that pun.
Yeah, don't want to.
Wait.
Bowler using the power of the moustache here.
Again, he's gone for the low cut rather than the uppercut.
Well, the uppercut is looking dangerous with third man out.
Agreed.
When you're as good as Gary Alley, you don't need to take that risk.
No, it's not required
Yeah,
at this
plenty of
stage.
time.
How many viewers are we up to, anybody? Is that...
Currently 12.
yeah. Oh, 12, that's good.
We're not hearing much from the audience at the moment. If
Oh,
you do
no, I
want
was
to get
just...
in touch,
Yeah, I was just sort
Edges
of...
it. Oh, very nice there from Khan.
on the social platform.
Nadeem has done well in that over.
You need hashtag. There's no hashtags going on as well.
Well, Mrs. Cowley's made some cakes, some salted caramel cupcakes, but she hasn't offered us any.
It's good, but it's rude.
Waiting.
it's very disappointing. As commentators, we do appreciate cake coming in.
But Tom's
And
stuffed all of
alcohol.
them already, hasn't he?
And alcohol, yes. Champagne especially appreciated.
Well, champagne definitely if we can get over the line here and get the remaining 45 runs.
Well, I think it'll be 20 pints if we get home.
I think so.
That's the rules.
Waiting.
We'll see everybody at the Bull's Head Meriden in about 15 hours' time once we've had our flight back from Lahore.
We do have to get straight to the airport after the game. It must be said. It's a very intense 48 hours for the Bablake Old Boys team.
But all worth it to
Had
bring
the
you this
batsman defending.
wonderful coverage.
Yeah, can't imagine too many of these lads would make themselves available for the Sunday fixture this week.
No, I think I'll be having a rest.
I'm not entirely sure they'll get home for the Sunday fixture this week.
Wait.
So Morgan's let us know he's watching.
Oh, good. Who were the other 12?
Hello,
Well,
Morgan. Good,
TC
good
will
to
be
see you
one.
watching.
I'm sure Matt will be watching his own innings.
Azza will be too good to watch his own innings.
A maiden
George
over
Green
there.
will still be watching, I'd have thought. But beyond
Yeah,
that,
George
I don't know who
Green,
else.
having lost-
Kev's obviously
having lost
watching.
money on the getting a golden duck.
I wonder if Waddle's watching.
I doubt it.
I fancy this may be beyond his capabilities, but I think he'd enjoy it if he could get it hooked up to his telly. I fancy he'd watch it.
I think he'd absolutely love it, but I think it's beyond his technical knowledge.
It'd go one way or the other, wouldn't it? He'd either really enjoy it or he'd go, what's this crap?
What's going on, lad?
Off the square, lad.
Who's bowling?
Well, we could answer that pretty easily. It'd be calm.
Yeah, fortunately in this innings it's quite straightforward. Oh, a high shot into the leg side from McCarthy, down
It's a
towards
big
fine leg.
hit over the rope for 6.
Arthur looking to finish it early here. He's looking at the earlier fight.
He's creeping towards 50 here.
And apparently that was one for the over. Eddie Boyle clearly not watching
Well,
the cricket there.
Eddie doesn't know what's happening.
Question from Morgan. Can we address that this bowler's just bowled 95 miles an hour?
Extraordinary.
Well, that's what we're used to, really, Morgan.
Well, I
A
have to
message
say,
from Oliver Eames as well, who's listening from an industrial freezer.
yep.
Finding a better place than my closet that I was watching from earlier.
Yep, catch.
And this is so high, it'll bring
He's
rain.
certainly in a hurry to finish this game. I have to say, in regards to Morgan's question, both Josh and I have actually faced this bowler in real life. And I think he does bowl at 95 miles an hour. We normally face him on a Tuesday night at Dunlop, where it's very, very dark.
I remember Matt Payne definitely made him look like he bowls 95 mile an hour.
Is that the one that you just
That
missed?
pen makes it look like I bowl 95 mile an hour though.
Hello, Matt, if you're watching.
Yeah, afternoon, Penny. I'm sure he's watching. If not,
He'll
I'll
be
make
on
sure
one
he
of
watches
his-
it back.
He'll be on one of his 5-kilometre sprints, I reckon.
Oh, absolutely heinous. Can I just address this? Matt Payne reckoned he ran 5 kilometres in 21 minutes.
Wait there.
Absolute.
Batsmen weren't given
Must have been
much
McDonald's at the
opportunity
end
in
of
that
The
over.
Olympics would have had to just 5k runs.
And his excuse to me, he texted me afterwards and he said, I've been doing a lot of running lately. I said, yes, but I've seen you run. And there's no way you ran it in 21 minutes.
I don't think he could physically get up to that top speed.
Wait.
It's just impossible. Anyway, back to the game.
So again, hello, Matt. Hope you're okay.
I feel like a car may have been involved.
Or a bike. I think he was just
Or a
on
bike.
Same amount of deliveries for the batsmen. Very different scores.
That's alright. Job's being
Azar's
done.
just, Azar's just ticking it along, taking his time,
very
making out those
circumspect.
for the runs.
Waiting.
No, time is not of the essence.
Oh, is that just looking at the commentary box window here? I think I see a pigeon, a very proud-looking pigeon on top of the stand roof over there.
Shouts all round.
Oh, we have a problem. The problem is
no.
Azhar Ali's just snicked one behind, and all of a sudden Bablake a 5 gone, unless a review comes into play. We know what Azhar's like for giving reviews today. But he's
You
not
wouldn't-
taking it, he's going to walk off, and unfortunately we've seen the end of Azhar Ali for 16.
And Attic will be very happy to get the best player in the world out there.
Will, I fancy it's a little bit too late, but
What do we think the conversation was between the batters there about the review?
Azhar's, well, I imagine Matt
think it
McCarthy
would have
saying,
been very
Azhar, what are you
short.
talking about, you should.
I think the second word would have been off.
Good early start.
Good intention for Eames earlier.
Wonderful.
This is, of course, now Eames' highest score in cricket.
Excuse me, it said 42 not out as it came in. I think you'll find my high score was 86 not out.
And when I say Eames, I mean any of the Eames siblings.
That's very
Not
One wicket
not
fall
number
to
2 in the
Meadow.
world. Guy Mundo,
No.
the Magnificent.
Guy obviously
No news.
finished hitting
No news.
6
Far
sixes in
get
an
to that
over.
level.
I was there.
Guy also just famous for being Guy.
He is a very famous guy.
I wonder if
Ross, I'm going to go back over this video. I'm going to bleep out all the puns.
I'll have to make some more, give you a bit more work to do.
a bit more sense to him from the
I wonder if you can bleep things out.
Well, we did see that Luton's name was censored yesterday.
Well,
so
exactly.
it's-
Well, I'm just thinking in terms of, if you know, in future games, when other commentators come on, for example, Clark McCallum, that may or may not throw in the odd expletive.
I can tell you I won't be letting Mum watch if Clark McCallum is
Well, no, I mean, we have to
commentating.
put the disclaimer out early if someone like Clark's going to commentate, but and then
I
we
think
can bleep
Clark's
out
more
on
likely
the,
to-
on the review.
I think the way you should put it, Emo, is
That's a no
I wonder
ball.
if he'll throw out any
Overdid it on that
non-expletives.
That's probably more likely. Oh, we've got a no ball here and a free hit. Which is just what
what's
I
the
thought
shot?
I want at this stage.
The only way to
shot
get
coming
out
then,
here is
Emo?
to
Well,
run
I mean,
out.
for me, looking at this field, I have to go straight. I'll be batting a yard out of the crease, trying to hit it down the ground.
Oh, great
And if anyone wants to get in contact with us, the hashtag @HasNoBalls will be a good way of doing that.
You've been good with the hashtags, Rosa, I'll give you that. Anyway, beautifully cut there for 4. Taking full advantage of the free hit.
Woodstock doing a good job again there.
Are you going to steal all the runs from
Esports
Carl?
really missing out on some exposure.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if I could get the
Wait
remaining
there.
25.
Matt's randomly insulted.
It's a speaking of which, it's a timely return to form for Matt. As we know, he's struggled in recent games.
The move down the order has worked well again, as it worked last season.
Yeah, particularly that innings against, who was it, Mosley Ashfield? He got a 60. It was very, very important.
Crucial game. Score some runs in.
Yeah, another last wicket win for Rory and Wees again.
Yep.
Done
Rory
so
Wees, the
long.
heroes with the bat on many occasions last season.
2 key games in Mosley Ashfield and Surrey
A
Boston.
nice over comes to an end.
Required rate just above 1 now.
That's a good job Arnold isn't in. That'll be a challenge for him.
Absolutely hammered that one. The change of
Actually
pace
put away
totally
from that.
ineffective.
Moves to 49.
I don't think that quite went where intended, but a very good shot nevertheless.
Yeah, that was definitely the uppercut. That classic was intended, but he's gone in front of square, but he's hit the rope anyway.
Push down. And 50 for McCarthy.
He is absolutely
It's a very
sped
good
along
innings from
to
Matt
50.
McCarthy under pressure coming into this game. He was very nearly dropped to the O's this weekend, where he has a very poor record.
Right, right.
But a very good innings from him. The crowd showing their appreciation. And we'll go down to Jay Keens, the statistician at the end of the over, who will tell us the stats of that innings.
Brilliant. I'll pull up a wagon wheel, Ross. I'll pull up a wagon wheel.
Wait.
The wagon wheel will come up anyway, mate, don't worry.
I know. That was what I was doing. Thanks, sir.
Good. Making sure. Slick coverage here, you know.
Well done, Matt. Sorry I missed that. I went for a quick toilet break, but a good 50 from you there, sir.
Safely plays that along the ground.
And now Atuk looking really under pressure.
5 runs added there.
Yeah, they need wickets quickly, don't they? I mean, a very expansive wagon
Definitely
wheel
think
from Matt
that
there.
the bowlers
Fours
have
all
to
round
go
the
on the
ground.
counter at it.
Couple of sixes.
1s, 4s and 6s. No
Not
2s
many,
and 3s.
not many 2s and 3s from Matt, which isn't surprising. In fact, none.
Has been a very typical Matt McCarthy innings. 50 from 40 balls, with two
Who's this coming
sixes
out with
over a
drinks?
fine leg.
That doesn't look like Billy. Who's come out with them? Who's that?
It is indeed Billy.
Oh, it is Billy. Oh, sorry. I take it all back. What's it say on his shirt?
It says Jameson.
Jameson.
Of course, Billy
Khan,
Giles.
the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Oh, there we are.
The laziness of the person making Billy Dial there and not changing his name.
Well, the required rate is now down to 1 and over. 20, I think it's 20 overs needed. But that's 4 of them.
Just lands inside the boundary.
McCarthy. We'll be looking for a big red inker here, about 60 or 70 without.
Yeah, McCarthy likes to finish these off quickly. Try and maximise these.
No messing.
runs
Which
to the
everybody
left.
appreciates because it means you get to the bar sooner.
Yeah. Social media ban will still be in place, of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
Despite being in Lahore. I don't think
Big
anyone
fan
will be
of that
expecting
head,
the players home early
the
today.
beard hair combo.
That's an effort of I'm going bald soon, isn't it?
I really hope when we play
Oh,
Atok
not able to connect there.
next, they will turn up and look exactly like him.
We've all got silver dreadlocks and beard. All sorts of green
There's one
boots
white
and
man with green shoes on.
yeah, green zing bales
Wait.
and stumps.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of confusion with the running, but none taken. Ian's very much playing second fiddle to McCarthy here, just ushering the team home.
Wait there.
On a positive for Atik, they have got 2 bowling points, which could prove crucial later in the season as they fight to avoid relegation.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Very true. We've got 4 from that so far.
Smashing shot, right out of the middle of the bat.
Matt Pepper's another 4 through the cover region. That's the end of that over.
Yeah, he's
Nadine to come
taking
back
us
on
close
again.
now. He's going to get excited and be looking forward to those siders in the 38-degree heat.
And the
Danger of
showers.
Clark McCallum not having anything to do in this game again after a very good performance with the gloves.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where man of the match falls. Really, I fancy Matt's probably in the running because he got a wicket or 2, didn't he? Plus he's 58.
I would think it'd be nailed on Matt McCarthy, to be honest.
And who would have seen that coming at the start of the match?
Matt McCarthy.
No, Matt and only Matt.
Wait.
91 miles now. Still putting the effort in the opening bowler.
Very
He's
interesting
good.
tactic to bowl short and wide, but it's paying off at the
He's
moment.
going at 6 and over.
Yep.
And that's a single.
Just 11 required now.
Surely that must be one for the over. Very high ball. No, not given. I think Eames will be very happy with his performance today as well. Solid performance with the ball and at this rate looking like a good red inker.
Yeah, quite happy so far, I think. You can complain. I think any game that results in a win. Quite like to see Matt hit the winning runs. I think he probably deserves that after his innings so far.
And that completes a very good over.
2 hits away now.
Yeah, I certainly think it's a foregone conclusion from Bablake's point of view. I don't think even Bablake could manage to throw this game away.
Yep. Catch him.
That's off the middle of the
Big
bat.
words.
Dispatch there. Just up and over extra cover. It's a very me shot after
It does indeed look like the Bobcats are home and hosed now.
That'll be another bleep for you, Josh.
Definitely.
Yeah, just the 7 required now. 18 overs to go.
Misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
Yeah.
Bowler! And they get a single there.
Interesting that the call was to the bowler's end for the throw and he threw it straight to the keeper. I think that probably shows Atok's attitude now towards this game.
Yeah, well, 6 to win now. I wonder if Carter will go for it in the one shot. That would be something doing a real game, I think.
Well,
Swing and a miss.
no doubt, no doubt.
It's been a very short game again this weekend, with it being only 20 to 4.
Yeah, good over rates from both sides.
Might even make it to the Bulls Head Meriden by closing time if they can get an early enough flight.
Well, for anybody that Coventry fans out there, at 5 o'clock on ITV, 1987 FA Cup finals being shown, so thankfully we're going to finish in time for that. I'm sure Matt McCarthy will be watching as a Blues fan.
Wait.
5 runs added in the over.
17 overs remain. Don't think they'll be required. 6 to win. Big flay outside of Steve. No contact.
I think that was a tired shot there from Sam Eames.
Well, it's been a long day. Very warm in Lahore.
Yep.
Put it away down to third man. Brings Matt on strike, and hopefully he can get the job done from here. Rightly to be showing that. It's a very important 15 not out.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be 20 points to Bablake, 4 points to Attock.
Yeah, I can't see them getting further 2 wickets from here, can you? So.
Expensive 4 points to be paying Adil Rashid Khan, sorry.
Well, it's all on Matt now. He's flicked that one away, so he's with 1 to win. It's up to him.
Scores R&D level. Still a chance of a tie if you're at it, but it's a very far-flung hope. Good to see the photographers have come to this game as well. We're probably going to get a photo in the Coventry Telegraph, like the old days.
Good old days.
Or the Lahore Standard.
The field's all in, with 1 to win, as you'd expect. But Matt didn't find that one through the infield.
Oh.
Big shout for an LBW.
Big appeal.
Not sure the captain is convinced though. I think he might be right.
Well, there'll be one in
I think we'll have to review this.
Not given, but they are conferring for a review. I fancy they're going to have to use it. And they will. I mean, the impact looked outside off for me, early doors.
A bit of desperation creeping in here, I think, for Attock. Hoping to get the last laugh on Matt McCarthy, who has been the architect of their pain today.
Yeah, it's a shame that the game's going to end on a leg bye, but it's been an excellent knock from Matt. The keeper has pulled out a humongous dive there. Clearly hoping to persuade the umpire to give it out LBW. But as I said, I'm pretty convinced that was outside the line.
Well, from Hotspot we can confirm it's hit the pad.
Just keep your eye on the keeper here. He hasn't moved there, but he really throws himself down the leg side.
It's very interesting camera work to have the keeper moving in one image and not the other.
Here he goes.
The impact is outside
Very
the
late
line.
moving as well.
I mean, it's hit in the middle, but no good when he's playing a shot.
It was a very, very good delivery.
Umpire doesn't seem interested.
Umpire gives
And the
it not out.
decision stands. The batsman remains not out. Just the one review left for the innings.
Well, it's done.
That'll be it, yeah.
That is the game for Bablake Old Boys. They
Fantastic.
continue their unbeaten
First win of the
streak.
season.
Second.
Oh, did we beat Municipal?
Yeah.
Oh, apologies. All right. So what have we gone? We've gone 20, 18 and 20.
Yeah,
It's been a very good start to the season.
It's top of the table form, that is. I fancy we must be up there.
And with it obviously raining in Lahore today, it was the sort of day where leagues are won.
Oh, absolutely. They did well to get the game on. They were keen for the game. And unfortunately, it's come out
Didn't pay off for them.
Not for them, no. It's come out on a win for Bablake. So.
George Green asking, will there be highlights? No.
Wow. No, I mean, there's the finishing stats. As predicted, Matt McCarthy with 2 for 14 and 62 red. He is man of the match. Interesting that the Attock bowlers and the Attock batters are all calm. That's just the way sometimes. So Rashid Khan will probably be their man of the match, I suppose. Highest score on a wicket.
But,
So,
very happy now that they can't go back to the drawing board.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, fantastic. I'm sure we'll be back next week, won't we? With hopefully TC's recovered from his sunburn.
Yeah. So we're at home. Supposed to be at home next week, aren't we? Not sure who against.
Oh, we're at home. Well, yeah, we'll look into that.
I think we are.
But,
We will have informational coverage of next week's game in due course. There may even be some games in midweek. We shall see.
Hopefully we'll get some midweek, maybe a Sunday, maybe a couple of midweeks, something like that.
Might even be the Coventry or Warwickshire Cup to come.
Excellent. Good work, gents. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see
No
you
doubt we'll be
soon.
back again next week.
See you soon, everybody.
Bye, everybody.